This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life together. Yeah, boy. Yup. What's up with y'all, man? How's everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy hour. Happy to be alive. All of that, man. What's going on? Today is a special day because we ain't been able to go live in a while. And we said, you know what? We gonna do it today. So today I got Kay from Font Productions with me.
Yo, I'm in the building. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't hear you. You gotta get you situated in the situation. That's why we usually pregame, but now I'm out and I still don't hear you.
Nope, that wasn't it.
No. There you go.
There we go.
There you go. Right.
There we go.
Me off.
No.
Yeah, all right.
There we go.
Yeah, we good.
You're fine.
We good. Bear with us.
I'm here.
So how you feeling today? You good?
Yeah. Let me fix my camera. Oh my god. All right, there.
Are you shorter today?
No, my camera was just higher because I was standing.
Oh. All right. So yeah, we got a few topics. C Cash will be joining us shortly, but you know, we try to get the sports out the way usually.
Yeah, let me just get our chats right so we can see the people.
Yeah, so we in here. Let us know what you feel. Let us know where you from. Let us know what you sipping. You know, the usual. Glasses in the chat.
What up, Noah?
Noah was good.
ETO does it. Yo, what up?
What's good?
I'm the king. What up?
Yo, King.
All right. Where do you want to start?
I mean, might as well start with the March of the Madness.
All right. Let's do it.
Like everybody else. So, yeah, man. I need to see these standings and stuff because it's getting crazy.
All right, let me pull something up for you.
Have you been able to catch any games?
Have I? Yes. A couple.
Yeah, quite a few.
Not that many.
Okay, all right.
Let's not get carried away.
It's hard for me to watch games in entirety with the way I've been moving around, but I've been able to peep in on some games. I've seen the beginning of some games, the middle of some games, the end of some games. And maybe saw a couple games like in totality, but yeah. It's all good to me though, cause it's all exciting. So exciting. March Madness, when everybody plays like their life depends on it. So yeah, we're gonna get the graphic together, I think is what's going on, and then we'll discuss. Did y'all do brackets? Who got their bracket done? Cause I know North Carolina losing in the first probably ruined somebody's day. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it a different way. Give me a second.
Alright. Little workaround. Who else? Villanova girls just got crazy. That was stupid. I didn't know that anybody was gonna get bombed that bad. Like, to be up 70 points and it has to be your third string on the court by now, it's crazy. Like, nobody we know is still playing, and y'all still down 70. That's crazy.
Alright, here we go. Let me just add one more thing.
Bracketology from K.
Bracketology? I don't know about all that.
Oh, it's me.
They can't see this. You know that, right?
Yeah. I was just talking because it was me. So yeah, and for those that know, you know, it's been a while since we had Cash too, so excited to get Cash on here later. Let him talk his talk. Let him drop his ish.
Alright, there we go. That was a lot of work, but we're here now.
I don't even. Oh.
So, wish I had 2 monitors right now so I could see what the people see.
Let me check.
How are you? In just 6 months.
No, it doesn't look like my... Hold on.
I'm getting commercials and shit. That's crazy. No, it's not up there.
No, it's all zoomed in.
We getting it together for y'all, yo, in real
Try
time.
this again.
That's our fault, but it's all good. We kicking it. We kicking it. Oh yeah, we got 2 new plants in the studio too. You know what I'm saying? We got Rakai Tylil in here hanging out with us.
Yeah, we do.
Samson died on us, so we upgraded. We got some new planery. That's funny?
Yeah.
Why?
The way you said it was hilarious.
Yeah, we got upgraded, man. Samson ain't want to hang out. We said, you know what? We don't have to take this. We get better friends than you anywhere. So shout out to Rakai Tylil.
Alright, this should work this time.
Let's do it.
That's better. Alright, now I just need to fix a couple more things.
Yeah, so game's on right now, actually. I took a nap earlier and I went to sleep on the USC women's game. I kind of wanted to watch it, but I heard I ain't miss much. Juju and them handled business in convincing fashion yesterday.
There we go. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
Don't lose me. I'm important.
You're back.
Alright, cool.
Alright. Whew. So let's talk about it.
Let's do it. That's what they've been waiting on.
Let's talk about it. So I am on my bracket. No, this is an old bracket.
I had to say, you really had your bracket up there?
No, I think I had the official bracket. Okay. So, here is where we are at currently. Where do you want to start? This is the men's bracket.
Let's start with upsets.
Okay. Upsets. Let's start in the South. So, as far as upsets, you had not much. You had New Mexico over Marquette.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That hurts. Nobody picked that except for New Mexico.
This wasn't technically an upset, but you had Ole Miss over North Carolina.
Which is crazy.
Right.
Nobody expected North Carolina to go out in the first round.
And you had Creighton, which was the 9 seed, beat Louisville.
So this is your bracket?
No, this is
the general bracket?
This is the actual results bracket.
Okay.
What has happened?
All right. So, what are you excited about in the next round of Sweet 16?
I think this Michigan-Texas A&M game that's going on right now is probably great.
Mm-hmm. Florida UConn should be stupid.
Well, we didn't go over upsets here yet.
Okay.
You removed me too far. So Colorado State beat Memphis. That's an upset.
Yeah, I had Memphis going further.
Drake beat Missouri.
Yo, something about this Drake team, yo.
I know. I actually picked them for that game.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And Arkansas beat Kansas.
Yeah. I know I picked Kansas just because that was a wobbler from me, and I'm a former Kansas fan.
Then over here, we have... McNeese beat Clemson. That was a huge upset.
That McNeese squad, like, what?
I did not expect that. Did not expect that.
I didn't even want to learn how to say their name. Like, it was that bad. It was like McNeese. Like, all right. Like, you don't even want to commit it to memory.
Right.
Weird, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But this is what March Madness is, and I'll keep it G with y'all. It's like my favorite time of year. Soon as March hit and all of the games before the madness start, I'm on it. All day, it's my whole thing. Because I did go to Roman Catholic, and damn near all our teachers let the game play while we was in school during March Madness. So, I'm an addict.
Then over in the East, you had Baylor beat Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
I think I caught a little bit of that game. That was a good game. And that was the only upset over in the East. So, yeah, going into the Sweet 16 for the men, you have some great games that are, currently underway in some cases. So, Arkansas did beat St. John.
Crazy.
Which was crazy. That's a huge upset. Arkansas came into
coaches.
this ranked 10 and just beat the number 2 ranked team in the West.
Says a lot.
You have Drake versus Texas Tech going on now. I bet that's also a very good game. Maryland and Colorado State coming up. Florida versus UConn is going to be a great game. I do think Florida is going to win that one for the men's. The men's UConn squad is not as tough as they usually are this year.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, the Michigan Texas A&M game, the Ole Miss Iowa State, New Mexico, Michigan State, Auburn, Creighton.
Auburn and Creighton is going to be stupid.
Yeah, you got a lot of good games coming up here.
Uh-huh.
A lot of good games.
Yep.
So, all that to say, if you haven't been paying attention, if you haven't been tuning in, you definitely should.
And I think that, I don't keep up with college is not really an excuse to not watch March Madness. I think you can still enjoy it. I think you need to be open to just watching good basketball because at the end of the day, the excitement is in the unpredictability and the fact that these kids are playing like their life depends on it.
Yeah.
And that's fun if you like basketball. So don't worry about not knowing the names. You'll become a fan of some young men and women over time. It is what it is.
Noah said, I got a battle rap next Wednesday. That's what's up.
Yeah, you battling? Word. We got to get you to battle Cash.
Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, kill that shit. I always tell my battle homies, go out there, kill shit, get home safe, man.
Right, that part.
You know what I mean? That's all it's about. Go out there, kill shit, get home safe. Because at the end of the day, we are here to entertain and get back to our families the way that we left them. You know?
He just told me Texas A&M is winning 34-33 in that Michigan game. I knew it was going to be a close game. That's one I wish I was watching. But we're here with you instead. So, do you have anything else you wanted to say about the men's? Who did you pick in your bracket?
The new studio will have a TV in it. Who did I pick in my bracket?
Yeah, to win.
I'm not even sure no more, yo. Can I access it?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. It's in the text messages, all right?
I mean, if you can't, I can.
Well, pull it up. Because if you can find it, you can put it on the screen, right?
Yeah.
You can put it on the screen. I'm kind of scared to look at it, but because I can recognize a few games that I know I ain't get right from the first round, and that is sick, man.
Here you are.
All right.
So, you picked...
Oh, I'm green up top.
Duke. I picked Duke, too.
I'm greener than I thought.
Yeah. No, that's what I said. We both had a lot of potential games left. We didn't pick too bad. Of course, we both got the McNeese-Clemson game wrong.
Of course. See, that stood out to me. What's another one?
The Georgia-Gonzaga. Gonzaga ended up winning. We both thought Georgia would win.
So that's 2.
Yep.
What else I had?
This over here got a little messed up for you because St. John's didn't win. And that's going to be messed up for me, too, because I think I had St. John's as well. So.
I mean, all things considered, I don't think I did too bad. I see.
No, your whole Final Four is still in, and that's what really counts. Your whole Final Four is still in, and most of your 8 is still alive as well.
All right, I did all right.
Yeah.
And honestly, I ain't put a whole lot of thought into it. I kind of went into it with the just go with your gut thing. Cause
you're in the 96th percentile.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm dope. Hey, Sipper. Check me out. Check me out, yo. Where you at? 72 percentile.
Yeah, I'm not doing as great as you, but I'm okay. Yeah, the St. John's, Arkansas thing really screwed with me because I thought Arkansas was losing back here. So that really messed me up. I also thought Grand Canyon might beat Maryland, so that messed me up. But outside of St. John's, because I had St. John's going far. Outside of St. John's, I'm doing okay. The Clemson thing was also rough for me.
Yeah, I mean...
But up here, I'm doing great. In the East.
For somebody that, like, you mainly just pay attention to the women's game.
Yeah.
You did pretty good. I don't think that's a bad group of decisions.
Well, since we're talking about it, we might as well go to the women's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oops. All right, so yeah, you guys can see that. Great. Zoom in a little bit.
Why they don't have the checks like the other one did? They watered the women's down.
They got the score though.
Yeah, but they should have the checks like it was easier to look at from here. You know.
All right, so you have UCLA won their first game against Southern University. Richmond won. Ole Miss won. Baylor won. The Florida and George Mason game is tonight in about an hour and a half.
Michigan State and Harvard playing right now. Michigan State up 5.
Yep. LSU versus San Diego is tonight as well at 10 p.m.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
South Carolina whoops on my ass. Tennessee Tech.
Yeah. Final score 108-48.
Shout out to Dawn them.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
One upset, the Indiana beat Utah, but that was a 9 versus 8, so not a huge upset. What else do we have?
How do you use your picks and they don't go all the way up?
These aren't my picks. This is the official bracket.
Okay.
So right now you have North Carolina playing Oregon State. North Carolina is up. Oregon beat Vanderbilt, which was actually an upset. And Duke crushed Lehigh. Sorry, Lehigh. I knew better than to pick you, even though that's where both of my parents graduated from. And yeah, let me switch back to my bracket so I can show you guys what I thought.
Alright, they go to check marks.
Alright, so here is my bracket. So far, I'm doing all right. I picked Grand Canyon to upset Baylor. Baylor did end up winning. It was close, but that's fine. I only had Grand Canyon going into the second round, so that shouldn't really mess me up too far. Anywhere else? Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good. This Louisville, Nebraska, I had Nebraska upsetting Louisville. Louisville ended up winning. But again, I didn't have them going beyond the next round. And same with Oklahoma State. I had Oklahoma State over South Dakota State. South Dakota State was one of the upsets. And I had Murray State over Iowa. Iowa did win. All of these cases, I'm still alive for the Sweet 16. So I'm doing all right on the women.
Nice. I'm pissed I didn't get to fill out a bracket.
Doing all right on the woman.
I don't know how I would have did on my own women's bracket. I might not be where you at. You still at, what's that, 49%?
Yeah.
But you ain't doing bad, so I don't know.
Some of these first round matches were tough because with the women's game, like, some of these could have gone either way. Like this Norfolk State Maryland game, I was watching a little bit of that game earlier. That could have gone either way. I had Norfolk State winning, but Maryland did win. Yeah. So overall, I do have UConn winning for the women's. I had Duke winning for the men's. And my last game is UConn versus South Carolina.
Gonna be a crazy one.
I have USC getting knocked out to UConn, but I do think that is an amazing game, and I'm sad that they're in the same region.
Crazy thing is they both won by more than 30 today or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Both of them won by like 40 or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
UConn beat Arkansas State by 70, and USC beat UNC Greensboro by 50.
Whew. They laying boot the ass, man. They whooping feet, K.
Yeah. It's nuts.
They are whooping feet. Sheesh. That's what I'm saying. Like, how is the deepest person on your bench in the game and you still up 50, 70? That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they say playing against Dawn and them is playing against the McDonald's All-American team. You know that, right? The one coach said, I think we did good considering we was playing against the McDonald's All-American team after they lost.
Well, and that's why I think it's funny that the current iteration of Dawn Squad doesn't really have the name recognition that some other squads have right now.
Yeah, but they got a unit.
But they have a unit. They have chemistry that, like, a lot of these other teams do not have. So I think that really speaks to her coaching style and the way that she's been able to pull a team together. It's been great.
And Flo Wiley is a beast, man.
Yeah.
That is a...
I'm not saying she doesn't have names.
No,
but
I'm just saying, if she was a male, we would call her a man-child. Like, the shit that she be doing, just to take over in big moments, is so consistent, it's crazy.
Exactly.
Because she never needs the ball. And then at some point, she'd be like, you know what? Move. You'd be like, huh? She start rebounding, scoring. It get crazy. It's crazy. But no, shout out to the women's tournament. That joint lit right now.
Noah said, so Juju twisted her ankle.
Yeah.
That did happen. He said that the rap battle is on YouTube on Keto Abisihi channel. So definitely got to go check that out. And then he said UConn won by 64. Thank you, Noah.
Yeah, I was exaggerating with the 70, but they was up 70 at one point. So it's just like, and that's just crazy. I was flipping through all the games. Like, this one, the new last channel feature is dope, where you can go to like the last 8 channels that you looked at.
Right.
So you line up 6 different games and just go to last channel. Every time I got to that UConn game, I was like, I gotta stop clicking on this. Ain't nothing changing. But no, that game was... It's crazy because it's huge for a team, but it's boring for a fan. When you just up 50 and 70 the whole game. Like, it's like, all right. But whatever. Next round will be different. They're going to have some stiffer competition. But they still going to bomb somebody by 30, especially UConn.
Noah said he wrote 2 raps and can't think of anything else. Hang in there. When Cash gets here, maybe he'll be able to give you some tips on how to write. How to come up with some more bars.
Sometimes it's about an angle. Sometimes you need to take a walk. And just, like, not overthink it. Because once you got all your fire out, now you fishing. And, yeah, but I'm not the professional. Cash is, so we'll wait on him. And he just texted me and said he's going to be a little later. Excuse me. It's all good. So, is that all with March Madness?
That's all I had.
All right, so yeah, like I said, games all day every day for the last few days, but it's going to slow down a bit when we get into the Elite Eight and all of that. So just catch up, man. See what's going on. It's a good time to watch basketball.
Absolutely.
Good time to watch basketball. Male and female is going nuts. Actually, the women's tournament is more anticipated than the men's tournament this year overall, just because of the potential matchups and the matchups that we see that we actually going to get. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I think the women are kind of beating the men in terms of star power right now too in college.
Yeah, there's more names over there.
Yeah.
All we talk about in college is Cooper Flag all year.
And I love that. Like, I love that the women are finally getting the shine that they deserve, and people are starting to tune into women's sports. That's awesome.
But remember, since ever since last season, school year or women's basketball season ended for college, I've been saying this next couple years is some dogs coming up. Remember, I kept saying that? It's monsters, and everybody that I was thinking about and some more have made a name for themselves this year in a real way. Even the girl from Rutgers, she been going nuts. It's crazy. I hate that she didn't play against USC though. That was so corny, and I heard it was some bullshit why she didn't play.
Well, they might have a matchup again if my bracket comes true.
Oh, you got Rutgers making it to USC?
Oh, not Rutgers, no.
I was about to say, is Rutgers in it?
I don't think Rutgers is in it.
Yeah, like, about to confuse me. All right, but no, all good, all good. Watch basketball. Where we at now? Unrivaled?
Yeah, we might as well. So the Unrivaled playoffs and championship were last week. Did you get a chance to catch the championship game?
You know I missed the championship and I was pissed.
Oh, poor Sam.
I missed the championship and I heard it was lit and my homegirl did her thing.
It definitely was lit. So the Rose ended up beating the Vinyl with a score of 62-54. It was a great game. Highly recommend going back and watching it. It's worth the watch. And yeah, Chelsea Gray, man, Chelsea Gray.
Fuzzy Bad Feet. That's my homegirl.
She just put the team on her back and said, "No, we're doing this."
And she hit the game winner, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yo, man.
Oh, no,
Chelsea.
Brittany Sykes did.
Oh, Brittany did?
Yeah, Brittany Sykes did.
Chelsea is so tough, yo. And it looked like she could barely move.
Mm-hmm.
She just be cooking shit. She remind me of my old head Marv. That's crazy. So, Angel didn't play. They still won the chip. Did you see somebody hit Angel up? I think it was another...
Angel didn't play. Kalia Copper didn't play. Natasha Heidman didn't play. So, all they had were 5 players. Brittany Sykes, Azura Stevens... Chelsea Gray, which Azura Stevens played so well this game. Chelsea Gray, Naz Hillman, and Lexi Hull.
Mm-hmm. Still not a bad 5.
Which Lexi only played 4 minutes. Naz only played 9. So it was really 3 players.
Mm-hmm.
And they just were unstoppable. They really were.
They won $50,000.
Yes, they did.
Did you see the other player that asked Angel Reese for a loan out of her 50? And Angel was like, "Girl, you know what my expenses is, and I want $50,000 on a flight. Like, what are you talking about?" That was crazy.
That's nuts.
That was crazy. So yeah, congratulations to them. I've been seeing Chelsea Gray getting a lot of press lately.
Okay, good.
And one thing that they bring up and she acknowledges is that they had a rocky start. And one thing she said that contributed to their rocky start was they're one of the few teams that don't have 2 teammates on it. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So she's like, we had to build real chemistry, but the way that they did it clearly became a blueprint for success in a major way.
Yeah.
So that's real interesting when you think about it. I had a great time watching Unrivaled this year. It went above and beyond my expectations. I thought it was going to be dope. I was excited about it. That's been documented on here. We talked about it as soon as they announced it, leading up to the first game. And I was excited for it. But then to see the way that they interpreted the 3-on-3 game, to make it full court, to make it a 72-foot court, to realizing how much space is between players when it's only 3 of y'all on a team and you have a full court.
Yeah, that's what made it really fun.
So it's like
The
run it up
speed.
season. Yeah.
The speed was crazy.
And like you gotta lock in.
Yeah.
It ain't no celebrating at the scoring.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like get to where you gotta get to. Because somebody's gonna blow by you and we're gonna be looking at you still down there dancing.
Yeah.
So like I was highly entertained. The one-on-one tournament proved to be more successful than what people thought. Because I think that it was a way to have like their little all-star thing or their break and still have basketball going on. But the way that it happened was the one-on-one tournament actually brought more light to the league than things they did before that.
Yeah.
I think, right?
I think you're right.
And
I
then
do.
yeah. And then what FISA did with the money and all that went viral too. So it's like I think they did a lot of things right. And now they're talking about building different venues in different states.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that?
Yeah.
So I want to see what that looks like. Does that mean now that you don't get to chill in Miami and play all the games in Miami? You'll have to travel like a regular sports team?
I think the way that they originally spoke about it before the season began was that they would do like a season in different places. So like a season in Miami, a season in Denver, a season in Philly, and they would just keep moving around. But
they going to keep building original venues for this?
that's what I'm not certain of. Because then what happens with those venues afterwards? So, we'll see.
Now, I feel like if you put, say, for instance, it's 3 or 4 of them, strategically, right? You go from the bottom of the map, top of the map, Midwest, West, right? 4 different joints. However whatever states make sense for that. And then you rotate it.
Yeah.
You only go a few years without it being there, right?
That could be interesting.
But you still have to find something to do with these facilities. Because they're built specifically like the OT, like the overtime facility for the young boys to help them get to the NBA, that like the classrooms is in there and the barbershop is in, like they made it specifically like that. So where the daycare and all of that is right there,
I mean, it could be a good practice facility for a WNBA squad, but that's not going to pay the bills.
Yeah, I wonder how they maintain it. And I wonder if there's a way that they get enough players to sign up or, to be able to participate next year where it's just regional. You see what I'm saying? Like Olympic play, like what they call it?
That'd be interesting. I don't see them having
100 girls next season.
Yeah. That's because you'd need even more than 100. Like, you'd need 6 teams for each league.
Yeah, it's 8 persons to a team. Yeah.
That's a crazy amount of expansion.
Yeah, that's super expansion. Well, I wonder.
And then you water down the star value that you get with Unrivaled League, too.
Well, the thing is, and I say this all the time, the WNBA teams are stacked.
They really are.
Like, it's only a couple teams you look at that don't have 3 stars. 3. 3 is like the average on a lot of them teams. It's ridiculous a little bit. And then the super teams have like 5.
Yeah, you had
the
stars.
Aces and the Liberty and all them.
You had stars that weren't starting in Unrivaled, like Courtney Williams.
Right.
Courtney Williams is a star.
Yep.
She wasn't starting during Unrivaled because she was on the Owls.
Yep.
Like, that's crazy.
And they were crazy. So it's like, it's a lot of talent in the W and more to come. And like I say, I want to see what's the transition thing. Like, you got to play so many years as women in college to be able to go. You got to be a certain age to go to the W. How does Unrivaled balance that out?
Yeah.
Would they be able to grab a Juju before she went to the... You know what I mean?
I mean, they already signed Flage to something in the future.
Yes.
I don't know that involves any playing, but it did involve her likeness.
I'm about to say Flage is she's big business right now.
Yeah.
She's big business. You'll attach her name and figure something out right now.
Right.
So my watch just told me too much sitting, so I'm staying for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Your watch told you were sitting too much?
Yeah, that's what it said. That's what it said. So we in here. I'm still in here. Just adjusting my own camera.
Oh, okay.
The funny thing is, back at the Glockerware days, when I used to get drunk, I used to start standing up while I was on air. Now I'm sober and I just got to do it because I'm listening to technology. It's very strange. It's very strange.
I don't think I turned that feature on the watch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I got a thing about the sitting too long thing. And I'm not obese or anything, but Lord knows I'm not in best shape either. But we lost people because they were on flights or whatever, and they didn't get up and walk around for 3 minutes. And they had a blood clot or something. You know what I mean? Something happened, and they just died from that. So knowing that sitting still too long can kill you, literally,
Yeah.
it's kind of a thing for me.
I mean, that's
But
real. That's
I
very
feel a
real.
little silly, but I believe it too much to not adjust to it. So it is what it is. Y'all hear me good? I'm good?
Yeah, you fine.
All right, cool. I don't want to mess up the experience, but I'm stretching my limbs. Might see me doing some of these. Just get the hips right. You know what I mean?
Any other sports you wanted to get to before Cash gets here?
No, we don't know when Cash gonna get here. So,
All right, well, let me talk about the astronauts.
yeah, please do. Put me on, because this was interesting.
All right, so we've been covering this story for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
But the astronauts that were stuck in space have finally returned back to the U.S. Yes. Give them a big hand. In total, they ended up spending 9 months in space.
But they went there for 8 days, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be there for 8 days. And you could just tell from the photos that it took a big toll on them. There's probably a lot of health problems that they're going to have to deal with as a result of this. But to see them be able to come home was great. SpaceX was the one that flew the mission to do it, of course.
The irony.
Right.
The competitor had to go get your folks, and they did it right.
But at least it's done, and we can move on, and hopefully they can move on with their lives too. So I'm glad that they were able to make it back safely, and I wanted to at least close the loop and finish this story because we've talked about it at least 3 or 4 times now.
I saw a lot of networks acknowledging or trying to say that Elon just had one of the biggest wins and nobody wants to talk about it. I kind of understand that, but the irony of him his company successfully completing his mission, which is important, right?
Yeah.
It's at the same time that Tesla is plummeting.
Yeah.
They just had a recall on 4,600 vehicles because the plate might fall off, the front plate might fall off while
Yep.
you're driving.
Just saw that.
They had a situation where the brake pedal was sliding off, or the gas pedal was sliding off. His political moves and views and tone. They're protecting Tesla lots the way that we wish they would protect schools right now. They have motherfuckers posted up, lined up, military down in front of these lots. And he pulled off some shit NASA messed up. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, whatever. I thought this was interesting, though, because I knew that when they first said, yo, they're going to be up there for, I think it was supposed to be like 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
They discussed the toll that does on your body, and you kind of alluded to that.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the things, do you know, that change? I know dietary-wise, like, space food is literally just you eating a certain amount of calories, right?
Well, yeah, and so some of the things that happen as a result of that, like your bones become very
Soft.
brittle.
Yeah.
So it's like having osteoporosis that you would get, age 80, but you have it at age 40. That type of thing. You also, your body takes a while to adjust to the like oxygenation of the air that you're in like a capsule situation versus like breathing air.
Yeah.
And you're not exposed to a lot of different diseases and things because you're in a closed environment when you're in space. So when you get back, your immune system hasn't been tested and it's in a vulnerable state. So that can compound, and you can be very susceptible to getting very sick when you come back.
So you need to be bubble boy, but you actually can't be in a bubble because that's how we got here.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I wonder what the compensation is for me going to work for 8 days and having to stay for 9 months. Was I on the clock the whole time, and do I get a bonus?
Well, so that's part of the controversy right now, is about how much do they get paid, because I think Donald Trump recently spoke on it. Let me look it up. I don't want to misquote it.
Yo, listen, my family shouldn't have to pay for shit for a very long time. And when I say a very long time, I mean like my daughter's grandkids could possibly be eligible to pay taxes again. Cause that's crazy. Like, is that like, you know how people be like, that's the job you signed up for? That don't really fall under that, right?
So Trump said he'll personally pay for the astronauts to get overtime after spending 9 months stuck in space.
Overtime is hilarious.
Yeah. He said he'll pay it out of his own pocket.
I had a job where if it snowed and you got stuck at work, then they paid you overnight or whenever you wind up off the clock, right?
So they get, sorry, I just found it. They get $5 per day in incidentals. So each of them got an additional $1,400 for being there for that length of time.
I need a billionaire to get them $1 million a piece or something. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Their life expectancy is considerably shorter now. They were in space long enough to go crazy 5 times a piece, while people on the ground was just like, and by the way, they're still up there. Like, that's crazy. That's vicious, yo.
Yeah.
Somebody cut them a check.
Yeah.
Or give them something that adds up to, you know what I mean? Like I said, tax break is phenomenal. You give me a generational tax break. We talk about something. Shit. You ain't gotta pay it out, just let me keep it. You know?
Yep.
So yeah, that's that story. I'm glad they back, because I always was like, that's crazy, they just got them up there. But I name a job in the world where you go to work for 8 days and stay for 9 months.
Not any. Nope, just that one.
Like
that one, and like being on a ship.
That shit don't happen at war. Speaking of a ship, I seen they just rescued somebody that was lost at sea for like 123 days or some shit.
Oh my god. It's ridiculous.
My thing be, you just got all the hope in the world, yo. Like, at some point, I might just dive and be like, fuck it. Like, ain't nobody coming. How do you survive and keep your mental while you by yourself? You burning when it's hot out. You cold as shit when it's cold out. And stay at sea for 30, 50, 123 days.
I don't know.
In a little boat. Using seawater. And eating random shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Some people are really survivors. I'm a city slicker. We ain't built like that. But yeah, you know that's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
As wild as Philly is, put these young motherfuckers in the middle of an ocean and watch what happens.
Oh my god, they wouldn't know what to do.
You can get them a motor. You can get them oars. Watch what happens.
Yeah, some of those like basic survivalism type skills you would never learn in Philly. But then there's other survivalism type skills that they are very well aware of.
It's prominent. It's prominent.
Yep.
It's hilarious, yo. But no, that's always interesting to me when I hear stories like that. Because it'd be like, yo, you are a skeleton.
Like, how many young bulls in Philly do you think can make a fire?
How many of them you think could cast a line to fish?
Crazy.
It's that video of the white guy that took the gangbanger to fish. And the young boy told him, like, if I had my dad, I'd be in a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because somebody took him fishing one day.
That was one of the cool things about Girl Scouts, is like it very deliberately made you learn things.
Yeah, I went to a camp where like all the kids was black, but it was this fat white guy with a van. And I don't know why all our parents signed us up for this guy's camp. But it was cool because, like, he would take us to the beach. We planted, we had, like, a plot where we planted vegetables and stuff, and it was ours. You know what I mean? And we went back and maintained it and all of that type of stuff. We would go overnight camping trips. We would do all type of stuff that none of my other friends that was going to camp in the summer was doing. Yeah. Unless they was probably in the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
Honestly. And then my uncle, my cousin, but he's like my uncle, he's my mom's age. That's an officer. You met him before, Michael. Mm-hmm. He was heavy in the Boy Scouts, so I would go on Boy Scout trips. Like if they went overnight camping for 4 days or 3 days or whatever the fuck, I would go, and I'd be there. So I learned a lot. And my uncle Irvin is a angler, so when it come to fishing, he wanted my dad to fish so bad that he bought me a fishing rod so that my dad would go with me. And I fell in love with it. And then that turned into my dad going pretty often when I wasn't going. Because one thing about fishing, either it's a weekend, overnight trip if you go out of state far, or if we go into Jersey, you wake up early as shit Sunday morning and you get back in the evening on Sunday and it's still nice out, but you still got the wobbies, the sea legs. And I used to want to go hoop, but I still got the wobblies. And I done missed the best day of basketball all week, which is Sunday around my way back in the day. So that used to mess with me sometimes, but fishing is awesome. But like it's little stuff that people just don't get to experience. And if you already somebody that can't swim, it's certain shit you're not even going to try.
Right.
Unless you're confident or trust somebody else to like, no, I got you. We on a boat, I got you.
That's why it's important to learn how to swim.
I say that shit all the time, yo. I preach that shit.
Shout out to Yup. He said, "You from West Philly?" Question.
My family is. I'm uptown. My
and
family from West.
Noah King said Texas A&M is up 43-37. Thank you for giving us the score. I appreciate that.
We appreciate the update for real. But no, enough about that. That was good talk though. Appreciate you, Kay.
Of course.
Let's get to Jess and Loren.
All right. So, let me back this up and give this some context.
Back that thing up.
So, The Breakfast Club. Angela Yee left. And Charlemagne, Envy, and the rest of the crew were looking for a new female co-host.
You made my clap sound like I was clapping for the wrong thing, by the way.
Sorry.
It's cool. Go ahead.
And I just realized what that sounded like. Oh, man. We didn't mean it like that.
Right.
And so, as they were looking for a new co-host, there ended up being a couple of standouts. Jess Hilarious being one, of course, and Loren was one of the others. What's Lauren's last name? LaRosa, yes. Lauren LaRosa was one of the others. Lauren LaRosa comes from TMZ, and she's a very well-versed journalist. She has a lot of sources to go and verify facts, and she's just very well-educated in terms of journalism and how to produce and how to do this role. So she comes from that background. Anyway, fast forward, Jess Hilarious ended up getting the co-host job. Even at this time, some folks thought that Loren should have gotten it. But Jess Hilarious did end up getting the role. Shortly after she got the role, Jess Hilarious became pregnant and eventually went out on maternity leave. And while she was out on maternity leave, Loren came in and filled her role. Became that voice and took over some of the segments that Jess had previously been producing. After Jess had her baby and came back, there was a lot of uncertainty as far as what would happen because the audience had grown to really like what Loren brought to The Breakfast Club.
And didn't want to lose her.
Yes. There was definitely the sentiment that they didn't want to lose her voice or her journalism from the show. And so The Breakfast Club decided to give her a position as a producer where she was kind of helping Jess with some of her segments.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair characteristic, right?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, so Jess, coming back into her role, I guess, well, let me just say that she ended up coming back into her role, but she was still a new mother, so she was on Zoom a lot. She said that, she was getting a lot of new bookings, so she was traveling around a lot, and because of that, wasn't able to be in the studio often. So Loren quickly became another mic on the show, The Breakfast Club. She was often the one in the studio who could carry that banter, and some of her producing of the segments that used to be branded towards Jess, it became so clear that Lauren's voice was the one carrying those segments that the branding had to shift.
That was well said.
And because of that, a lot of the fans started to notice and comment in the social media world about what was going on, and Jess kind of became emotional about this and ended up going on her live. And she said a lot of things.
A lot.
I'm going to flip it to you from there.
Yeah, so she basically went live, and the irony is Corey Holcomb, who she's been having dealings with, they don't like each other for years. I think Envy said like 11 years. He had made a video that was fairly accurate, if by perception, I should say, right? Where he was saying that Jess got pregnant, and they brought in a girl that was better than Jess at certain things. He was acting like she was just overall. I'm not going to say that, but that it wound up putting Jess in a position where she's losing her segments to this girl, and this girl is really good. Mm-hmm. And he said some other things, but I don't want to get too messy. But she basically did a live the same day replying to everything he said, and even during the live said, one, I'm not talking about him because he's retired and he's whatever, but then later saying, if he didn't hate me, I actually agree with half the stuff that he was saying. Right? Now, before that, when it started, you said that, they go Cash, you said that when she came back, the energy, right? Mm-hmm. She was reading the comments then. Mm-hmm. And she came back with a certain kind of energy.
Right.
And I think that, and she's very strategic at talking around what happened. But Loren didn't just steal her segment. We're at a climate where there's a lot going on politically. There's a lot going on legally and stuff like that. And when you are somebody that struggles to read live like Jess does, they thought it was better to let Loren give her material. Basically, is what happened. And you played into it, but you thought that you could do this thing where it's like, I'm going to still prove that it's my segment while she's running the segment. And it started to look weird because you did do things like tell her, be quiet, shut up, stop it, when she was actually giving pertinent information and you wanted to run with a narrative or make a joke.
Right. And
it's like, that's weird, but she was being subservient to that because she's a professional in a different way that Jess is a professional. So like all of that was weird to me. Her going live for what, 30 minutes or 45 minutes or so, and just airing out not just the Loren situation, but saying that she understands why Angela left.
She doesn't like how she's being handled there.
Yeah, it's East Side High, which is a reference to a movie called Lean on Me. And it's funny because Lauren's so young, Loren didn't understand the reference. She was like, East Side High, West Side High, whatever high we supposed to be. That's funny. But it was just a lot of weird shit she was saying, and she was talking around what's really going on. And if you watch the show, then you know what's going on. I'm an avid Breakfast Club viewer. I watch Breakfast Club every weekday.
Yep.
I've seen the shift in the energy. I've seen Jess's strong points and Loren's strong points. But I also see that when Jess got on the show, not only did she get pregnant early, she was really comfortable.
Yeah.
She was really comfortable. A lot of her takes was, oh, he a clown. Oh, that's clowned out. Oh, I don't care about that. That was her takes when she's the comedic relief. That's clowned out. I don't care. He a clown. That's clowned out. That's all she was saying.
Brother.
My guy.
How you?
I'm good. How you?
I'm good, man. Good
Come in looking like a Q dog.
Nah, I ain't no Q dog.
Omega Cash High. You know what I'm saying?
He's funny as hell.
Yeah, my watch told me to stand up, so I stood up. You wasn't here for that. Yeah, just obeying my watch right now. I'm just starting on my ex bitch. What's the name? Somebody in the chat got a battle coming up too. He needed some advice. He got writer's block. Wow, it's crazy.
I never had writer's block.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, we was talking about. You see what's going on with Jess Loren?
Yeah. I seen what you were saying about how she felt slighted, and she says basically that her community and her fans and stuff felt like like Lauren take her place. I ain't gonna lie. We like Lauren though. Love
Lauren.
She's good, but she don't have the comedic aspect to her the way that
she's funny, but she's not a comedian.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, no, Jess, you still fit.
Right.
You just gotta find a way to be cool with where you fit in at.
Yeah, and I don't think she should have brought it to the internet, to be honest. But
I think that puts her job on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think, and I said this to Kay off mic, I believe that Envy and Charlamagne love those girls and are very forgiving and understanding of like how the platform works. But we don't know how the people upstairs feel about the fact that you publicly just said we
tried to slander,
like
kind of slandered the company. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I think a lot of people forget, that when Jess is saying these things on her live, she's not necessarily talking about Charlamagne and Envy. Like, even though Charlamagne and Envy are the faces that we see, and obviously they have a lot of influence as far as what goes into the show, ultimately there are other people in the company that are making decisions as well.
Exactly.
And there's a showrunner.
That part.
Actually.
So when she says she doesn't like how she's being handled, I don't necessarily think that that's about Charlamagne or Envy.
Right.
And you know what's crazy?
When she said that y'all running it like Eastside High and all of that, she not talking about them.
No.
But you know what's crazy? You know who's actually handling it? Lauren. And she doesn't like that Lauren is her handler. Because remember what Lauren said? Because Lauren was really strategic when they went on air and talked about it. And she said, I'm a producer. You're my talent. We're going to be fine.
Right.
That was specific as fuck.
Yep.
Like, you got to understand the business to know that she just said, like, I make you look good. And we going to be, I'm above this. So we're going to be fine. No matter how you feel about it. That was crazy.
And then Lauren,
that was kind of crazy.
Lauren saying on air, like, we don't have to be friends outside of here. Like, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true, but
I thought that was something that Jess would have been taken back by. But now that we say it how we say it, that does make sense.
No, yeah, that's the situation.
That's definitely the
situation. She's so sturdy in what she brings to the show with that TMZ background and whatever her education source was before that. But I'm sure that it got on fast forward when you get to TMZ.
Exactly.
She's just reaching out to lawyers, courthouses, police districts, Wendy Williams. All of this shit, Josh, you're not doing that. You're going to go feed your baby, go on stage, run around, do what you got to do, which is fine.
Right.
But that makes her a producer.
Yeah, she's an executive.
That makes her a boss in some kind of stance because she provides a large portion of what runs the show. Because she can get inside information that makes us have exclusive first one. What do all news and platforms want? They want to be the first one to have the real shit.
Exclusive.
So bad that sometimes they run with bad shit because they want to be the first one to say something.
Exactly.
She makes sure that we ain't lying.
Yep. She do the background checks and everything like that. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, no, I spoke to his attorney. Oh, you spoke to his attorney. You didn't watch a clip.
So now it's like,
yeah.
What are you putting yourself up against, Jess?
Just couldn't read. That's the problem. The biggest problem with all of this is Lauren had to speak more because Jess couldn't read the things that Lauren was producing.
Wow.
That's what it really comes down to. And she won't own up to it.
And you go to the internet and make it look like, oh, the girl that I picked is trying to steal my job.
Knowing you got to be on the radio at 5 in the morning with these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whether you was going to Zoom or not.
That's
and
crazy.
knowing that you didn't pick her.
And that's another thing.
Ooh, she didn't?
She keeps wanting credit. No, she suggested Lauren.
Okay.
But if you, and Kay went over it, if you paid attention, when they was all auditioning, it was Claudia Jordan, it was Jason Lee, it was a bunch of people, right?
Right.
Lauren and Jess was neck and neck. And in a lot of ways, Lauren was a little over Jess to a lot of people.
Right.
So it was the logical choice to pick Lauren. Right? Mm-hmm. And it's another black woman and somebody she probably at the time got along with. Right?
Right.
But at the same time, this is the biggest hip hop platform in the world.
One of them.
You can suggest whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
It don't mean we gotta do it.
Right.
You you ain't been here long enough to have that kind of power. You ain't Charlamagne.
Right.
So to keep saying, well, she's here because of me, whoa. But then act like you don't.
Line.
Then you acting like you not saying it like that. You don't want credit for it. Well, actually, you can't get credit for it because you probably suggested the same thing they was thinking. They looked at the numbers and all of the digital shit.
Yeah.
From when Lauren was on and the interaction, the comments, and was like, well, no, we was probably going with Lauren anyway.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, Kay?
Not at all.
Like, you understand business at a whole nother level.
Yep.
At what point does somebody say, well, I want this person to sub in for me and just keep this person the whole time?
Yeah.
When y'all just ran through 8 months of auditioning motherfuckers.
That's almost like a trade suggestion from a captain player in the NBA or something. You know, if he looks good, cool, but we ain't gonna just do it because you said it.
Because you said it. You ain't LeBron.
Right.
You gotta be Brian to make them kind of moves, and she not Brian there yet. And if she was Brian, then Lauren wouldn't be taking over the segment.
Exactly.
And the crazy thing is, it's not like she stole them. You had to give them to her.
I think this is a point in time like where kind of being a female kind of crosses in the business just a little bit, you know? And
No, it happens.
yeah.
I work with a lot of women. My building is 80% women. It get crazy. I've had people say they worked the whole shift with another motherfucker and they say a word to him.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how you doing?
I want to be
Motherfucker don't say
clear.
nothing.
There's also the other side of that. I work with a lot of women leadership, and
No, for sure.
Well, no, you in a way more
I'm in a
professional
different type
environment.
of environment. Yeah.
And one thing about it, my dad always said, if you don't if you don't appreciate the people you work around, then that's your fault because that's what you earn. Like, you're there for a reason.
Right.
If you're around a bunch of motherfuckers working for $20,000 a year, then guess what kind of people you gonna be around?
Right.
Right.
You're around people making 50. Guess what kind of people you gonna be around?
Exactly.
You're around people making, you know what I mean? And it just is what it is. Even when it comes to like mentality, right? My dad said if a motherfucker late to work every day, obviously they don't need that job or don't pay enough. Right?
That's a fact.
All right.
So when you get to a certain level, it is what it is. This career,
Yep.
I gotta pay my boat off. We in here.
Yes, sir.
I'm at least gonna get my online hours off.
Nah, I feel you.
So let's get back to Lauren and Jess because we didn't get to the part where they talk about it on the Breakfast Club.
Break it down for me.
Well, I wasn't going to break it down. I was just going to say they talked about it on the Breakfast Club. That's all I had for you.
My perception, because I texted it to you in real time when it was happening, because you was at work. And I said, Jess said a lot of stuff last night that, I didn't say this part, but she said a lot of stuff on a live that I knew wasn't going to, it ain't going to look good in the rinse. Right? But when she got on air, she looked very insecure. Right? And she looked like she cared too much about the negative part of the comment section.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lauren looked like a professional and a boss. Because even when Lauren called her on it and said, yo, my mom don't tell me shut up and be quiet and all that. I'm a grown-ass woman.
Yeah.
And Jess said, well, you could have said something then. And Lauren said, well, I told you when I got here that I'm never going to give you that on air.
Facts.
Because that's not how I run in my professional life. That's not how I operate.
Right. And you're not supposed to do that.
And she also said, remember I pulled you to the side with an executive producer and I asked you this, that, and the third? And she said, you never asked me that. And she said, well, that's why I had a third party there.
Facts.
Like, people skip over these little things because Lauren
serious.
wasn't barking, but Lauren was sliding in all of the shit.
And that's what you're supposed to do when you are a professional. You got to be able to deal with people without being emotional.
Yep.
And get your points across.
She said the reason I'm even in this room is because at the end of the last segment she was crying and she needs to be okay for this to be okay.
Right. That's a fact.
She took herself out of it. She was gonna fall back and let Jess get her shit off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
even,
what that is.
Even no matter how they was trying to play it, like, they said they was making jokes like, she hit the elevator button super fast, and
that I think that was smart.
Avoiding confrontation.
I think that was smart, yo.
It is.
I think that nowadays everybody like, well, you pussy or you bitching and this.
Like,
no, do you know with two women that have a situation like that on an elevator? Do you know how awkward elevators are in real life?
For sure.
It's one of the most anxious places that a lot of people are in until they get on an airplane. Mm-hmm. And we could look it up. Am I lying, Kay?
No, probably not.
Remember what happened with Hov and Beyonce and Solange on the elevator?
Yeah. Ooh, and what's and then what's the options? What's the options? Acting like we want to address it now because it's dead space and it's just me and you,
right? Or
acting fake, knowing that we're gonna address it anyway,
right? I
think she was smart for that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I've done it before. Mm-hmm. You know how you hear somebody coming out of the hallway at work that be drawn, or they energy shifter, and you like they need this elevator. I start hitting the closed door joke. Bro, I used to do that shit when I was in the school district, bro. You crazy?
You got to.
Cause you gonna come on here and fuck everybody on here smiling. Mm-hmm. You gonna get on here and start talking shit.
And change the whole vibe up.
Yeah, not the good shit.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. And it's funny because like we still on a high from winning the Super Bowl.
Facts.
So there's a lot of people still floating at work. Mm-hmm. But them other motherfuckers, you see the balloons still up, they'll take the air out you.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Literally.
So when she say like, no, I pulled you to the side, I had a third party there, I asked you this, and I think Joe Budden and them made a good point. They said that sometimes in life, when somebody pulls you to the side and asks you to be honest, it's time to be honest. Mm-hmm. Even if it's worked. Mm-hmm. It's time to really be legitimately honest, because if we asked you they went as far, Envy went so far as to say, we told you she wouldn't even have to be in a room if you didn't want her in a room. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. But they did what they were supposed to do to make her feel comfortable at the end of the day. Is basically what they saying.
But she also, you know how like they say when you keep accusing your mate of cheating, you probably cheating. Mm-hmm. There's a little guilt there. A
little bit of projection.
You know you ain't been there. Mm-hmm. You know you ain't been there. Mm-hmm. You know you zooming more than you probably need to. You know that you haven't been able to be as funny or creative as you want to be because you in your head too much. Mm-hmm. And these are short. These segments is short. It's 4 people with microphones. You got to get your shit off.
Got to get your shit. Yeah.
Get your shit off.
Yep.
And Lauren, they say something about Lauren. She don't get offended first. She joke back.
Right.
You say mean things, and then when somebody shoot at you, you get offended. Then figure out that it was a joke, and then you figure out a way to joke back on the next segment. Like you're actually losing. You're losing in the jokes to Lauren.
Dragging it. Yeah.
It's weird. Mm-hmm. And it's only because I know about rhythm.
Right.
Right? Like, you gotta counter momentum.
Yeah.
Even in the hood, if you don't get your joke, don't start talking shit 5 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I shot you.
After everybody watching.
Yeah, I been shot you.
Don't care.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's cool. It's cool. You good?
Yeah.
You good. In the hood, we gotta get it until somebody retreat.
Right.
I had a homie, shout out the city. I tell motherfuckers all the time, we was the only ones that used to make each other back down. Mm-hmm. Like, you got it today, bro. It's cool.
I made one of my homies throw a hammer at me before on some busting shit.
That's crazy.
Like a real hammer, like the joint you beat.
The irony is, that's what my dad has, and Kay can attest to this, my dad has parts of his eyebrows. Because when he was a kid, his brother got mad. He went and hid under the bed. His brother threw a hammer under that bed. He got a lazy eye, and he got parts in his eyebrow.
As he lost that part, but he won the joke battle.
Whatever the fuck he did before that, he might have smacked this nigga, tripped it. Whatever he did
won
before
the joke battle for sure.
That nigga was heated.
That's how I felt. I'm like, damn, he just tried to fuck my leg up, but I won though.
I won. I had to win.
Once you change the sport and get physical, it's over.
Yo, I had a homie. I ain't gonna say his name. He had on this hoodie. It was a red hoodie with rhinestone skulls on both sides of the hood. And he had on these big ass white and red sneakers that really just, they wasn't cut right for what his look was.
The hoodie sound fire though. It wasn't.
I said, what bitch made you buy that hoodie? He said, bro, she was bad. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I used to go to them stores back in the day, and they used to have the mommies in
No,
there.
for sure. City Blue, Players, all them type joints.
It was one of them joints.
It's always a bird trying to get you to get me.
He said, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This hoodie cost me $350. Yo! I grinded him up.
What year that was?
This was 2005?
Oh, he tripping.
2004?
I'm about to say, if that wasn't recent, you was
This is when we was in the studio with Son of the 215 and them.
Oh, okay.
I grinded him up the whole day, bro.
As you should.
That nigga said, yo, you won, bro. You won. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. But, like, yeah, I was like, what bitch? And he was like, yo, she was nice, bro.
You probably ain't get an inch in her.
And it's crazy because niggas had paper like that. Like, you got to realize we was sponsoring a label.
Right, for sure.
So,
I mean,
you used to do dumb shit.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, that was dumb shit.
It's
Don't
a hit
do
or
that
miss.
next week.
It's a hit or miss.
I had a homie that we used to go to the mall because he flirt with the bitches in the sneaker store every day. He'd buy new sneakers and then hop in and out the car and sit in the car all day. I'm like, bro, you gotta stop doing that. Like, all you ruin sneakers just hustling.
Yeah, right.
Like, what are you doing?
You just
Niggas
dressed
started
on the
wearing
block.
flip flops and shorts. I'm like, all right, you have to wear sneakers. You got that fast. You got that
You're
fast.
still in the mix out here. I hate seeing people with flip flops and Crocs on today, man. In Philly, in the most dangerous parts of the city.
No, it's wild. I got some slides that I wear when I run out to the store. I'm super specific about where I go on my shit.
You driving though? I'm talking about people that's catching buses
really
and shit.
in the mix.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is I even pay attention to that.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I'm
what
driving
saying.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I ain't getting on shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kay. She been on public transportation. How's that been treating you? Can you tell the story?
Which
They
story?
better get her license to carry on there.
Can you tell the story?
So
You love putting people on the spot. Start putting you on the spot.
No, this is funny. This is funny.
All right, what happened, K?
The train story.
So yesterday I was on the train, and it was already a rough battle to get onto the train because.
Can I stop you real quick and ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, so which train? Because
The L.
all right, so that differentiates what type of evils you dealing with. You know that, right?
If you fulfill you.
If you're from Philly, you know, yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right,
So you was on the L, okay?
Right.
All right, I'm here. I understand the environment.
So
now.
when
Go
I
ahead.
say it was a rough time getting onto the train,
know where she gotta
I
get on
mean,
at.
right,
I get on at Somerset.
right.
Right.
And
Oh wow,
that day there were a bunch of people standing at the bottom of the stairs, so I had
Bunch
to
of addicts.
yes.
can I stop you one more time?
Uh-huh.
Was anybody yelling perks, 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 perks? Because look, one time, listen, I'm gonna give you a real quick story. I met a chick right
why
on
we miss
Facebook.
cash.
This is like early, like when my young 20 years, right? My 20 ages. I met some chick on Facebook. She wanted me to come to the crib. The crib was on Kensington, New Orleans. So I didn't know how to get there. She told me to get off at Somerset. I got off at Somerset, bro. It was like a dude, like an old white dude, and his like back was fucked up, and he had his body like contorted like this on some Shamar type shit, and he was just like perks, 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 perks. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
So now
But
you
go ahead,
looking for
Kay.
him?
So
This nigga's crazy.
to be clear, when I was younger, folks used to offer different substances to me on when I was walking on Kensington Avenue. But in this instance, I'm wearing a suit,
Right.
so nobody is really
Engaging with you.
yeah. And it's also 7-something in the morning, like 7:15 at the latest. So
Suit, trench coat, fly.
Right.
yeah, so
You look like an agent out there.
it's a little chilly this morning. So there was a fire at the bottom of the steps.
What?
And then there was also the folks
Fireplace?
standing around the fire, and some of them like, leaning over.
Yeah.
And I said, "Excuse me." Like I had to stop. I said, "Excuse me," and nobody moved. Nobody moved. And so in my suit, which I didn't wear I did wear my trench coat, so I had something over my suit at least, but I had to like touch somebody to get them to move. One of them did apologize then and say like he was sorry, but halfway up the steps I saw somebody else who was passed out and not breathing. And in my past life I would have done something about this, but in this instance I was wearing a suit.
And
So
I no longer have that job.
I went up the stairs. I didn't have any Narcan on me or anything, so there was nothing I could do. I went up the stairs and I saw that there were police at the top of the station.
Oh no.
Don't matter.
Within eyesight of this going on. So I didn't feel the need to let them know
It's called
anything.
Soft eyes.
I just waited for the train. I got on the train. And I was sitting there next to somebody else, and there was a single seat in front of me. Because, you know, on the L, there's like some single seats, and then there's like a 2-seater in the back. And I was on the 2-seater. I was on the outside.
Right.
And the person in front of me decided to spray perfume. But she didn't just like spray her perfume on her. She sprayed her perfume.
Like all in the air where everybody else
all on my face.
Oh my god.
Straight on my face. Straight on the lid of my coffee. So I couldn't drink my coffee for the rest of the train.
Yo.
And she did 2 spritzes. She spritzed me, she spritzed the woman next to me, and it gets worse. So it was cucumber melon, but not like Bath and Body Works cucumber melon. It was like the cucumber melon baby wipes.
What?
That's what it smelled like.
Melon diaper.
I smelled like cucumber melon diaper for the rest of the day because it was strong as shit. It was awful. That was by far the worst SEPTA ride I have ever had.
Okay. You have to take Uber or Lyft. You have to. Like, you just got to. Like, that shit is not cool. Like,
she gotta get used to being a boss, bro.
Yeah, like, listen, Kay, look, that whole, you had to bump somebody or touch somebody to get through. Bro, I don't even roll my fucking window down when I go past certain blocks in Kensington.
How I feel when I'm, like, she going to work and I'm in sleep.
Yo. Kay.
Or I'm not here.
Lyft or Uber, Kay. Like, seriously. Like, we'll talk off air because I don't want to air out my shit. But we can talk off air about how we can work that out. Because we not going to have you fucking with these people up here. You know what I'm saying? We not. Even if you ride to a safer stop with Lyft or Uber and then get on the train, maybe that's better. But even the train itself, I'm telling you, like, last time I was on the L, it was like 30 dope needles just on the floor. Like,
oh yeah, somebody was shooting up next to me yesterday.
What? That's what I'm saying. This shit is bad.
I hate that my mom once in a while catch public transportation in Philly because it's all bad.
Yeah.
What if that person just decided to stick you with the needle for no reason?
No, like they were in a different seat. It wasn't like
no, but I'm saying it doesn't matter though. Okay, you don't know what the mental capacity of them.
Flame out on trains.
Yeah, they do.
Trust me, I be like, yeah.
Remember that crazy shit happened on the L maybe a couple years ago? A girl got sexually assaulted. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And people they watched. Mm-hmm. Shit's crazy.
They watched it.
Oh man, then you already know what he gonna think when he hears something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to be sending him mail and commissary and shit.
Bullshit. No bullshit. I'm mad crazy.
Same thing I'm gonna do for mine. So,
but no, it's like it's real out here, man, and
goofy.
It's crazy because you like the story. Like, no, that story is crazy.
Nah, buddy.
Then you go to work. Then you go to work and you smell like cucumber melon diapers all day.
Yep.
You can wash your face, but like, you know how once
it's a fragrance. I already know.
Even if it ain't so strong no more, you still feel it.
Mm-hmm. We don't even use those for our kids. Like them joints, we do unscented joints. Like.
You're supposed to, cause it's too many chemicals. Why we adding more shit?
And then babies got sensitive skin and get rashes.
You just want to add more.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah, it smelled terrible.
Whoever made them cucumber melon wipes, fuck you, yo. Whoever came up with that fragrance.
Fuck the lady that decided she wanted to be Jaja Gabor on the fucking L.
Yeah, fuck her too.
Like, I don't understand.
If that was crazy. No cap, if that was a black girl, it might have got sticky for her.
It
like,
was.
what the fuck is you doing?
No, if you.
No, I'm saying, yeah, exactly. The person that felt victimized was a black girl.
She might have got punched in the back.
Exactly. or maybe got her perfume took or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what was crazy to me. Like, afterwards, I was like, I know it was 7:15, but I didn't even say anything. Like, I was just so taken aback that it happened.
Yeah, I get it.
Flight of freeze.
And you also gotta maintain who you are. You know, you can't.
Right. I'm also at the end of the day, I'm wearing a suit. What am I gonna do?
You can't afford to get into an altercation on the L on the way to
right.
your corporate job. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah. No.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm sorry. I feel for you, Kay. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah. It was not fun.
Lyft or Uber, Kay. Real shit. Y'all got it. I'm just playing, but I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll pitch in.
No, you better, nigga. What the fuck?
I'll make sure that it. Yeah. All right. Then that's what we doing. Shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because at the end of the day, I'm at work so much. I'm saving money.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking You see what's been going on with the West Coast? And all
Of
the
course,
indictments?
bro. You know I'm
All right,
locked in.
cool. We want to get into that?
It's up to y'all.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, is the
I'm
producer-
sitting this one out. This is all y'all.
Oh, look at this tree started. It's a lot been going on since the last time I was up here.
Open it up. Go ahead, run it.
So, basically, Big U, if everybody doesn't know who Big U is on the West Coast, he's a known leader, supposedly leader of this Rolling 60s Crips.
One of the originators.
Exactly the same set that Nipsey Hussle was, same set as Sue Surf and a bunch of other guys. He's known as a notorious gang leader, but he's also known as someone that very importantly implements the rules of checking in.
Exactly.
Right. So this man was indicted on federal RICO charges that include murder, extortion, racketeering, prostitution, fraud based on the nonprofit situation, pocketing money from a nonprofit.
Yep.
All of these things, and also they arrested the recent No Jumper stars, Brick Baby and Loose Cannon.
Yep.
So, I mean,
it's all bad.
What the fuck can we say, bro? It's like
we can say that 30 to 40% of the fucking cases is podcast.
Kids, pay attention. Stop snitching on yourself.
30 to 40% of the cases podcast.
It's goofy. Well, how many people do y'all need to see? AR Rab. Who else? Bobby Smurda.
The nigga with the Tupac murder. The old nigga just went to
KPD.
jail. KPD. We watching him squabble in jail on camera at 60-something years old.
Everybody, and Big U is like 60. He 59.
They all the same age.
Shit is retarded.
Whacking all them.
And it's not even the kids that's doing it, but let's learn from these guys, please. Please, can y'all learn from them? You go on camera and talk about the shit that you did in the streets. You're going to jail. Maybe not that day. Maybe not next week. Maybe not next year. But eventually, when the situation gets important enough, you're going to jail.
I deal with troubled youth, right? And it's funny because you said these are grown men and you want the youth to understand it.
No, for sure.
I've heard two specific things recently dealing with troubled young boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of them said, you know, he got booked for a violation. And he said, yo, why did I have to post my shit on Instagram? Everybody know I'm running around like that. Then there was another one that said, yo, I want to get back in rapping and I want to make a video, but I can't have no strap. As if not being able to flash the joint mean you can't show your creative or you can't flex. And what you realize is they're doing it as a protective thing. They're showing the burner because in their head, nobody's going to try me because they know I got it. No, they're just going to make sure they cover all corners
when they
air
come
everything
get you.
out in the middle. But you don't understand life and know to get. You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping?
It's sad. No, you ain't tripping.
But they're literally using it as like a warning. But it backfires because that doesn't even work. That's not even a thing.
And everybody always want to see if you about what you say that you about.
And that's been through hip hop history. We've seen that play out publicly. That once you assume a certain identity, then you will be tested.
Whatever happened to being cool with everybody?
Whatever happened to being thorough?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But thorough has changed.
Yeah.
Thorough has changed. Because even how they deal with their women has changed.
It's a lot of kids, a lot of young guys out here calling their girl dog and bro. That shit nasty, bro.
They all know the same chicks. They all know who her first, second, and third was. It's
shit's
weird.
Nasty, bro. Like,
it's weird.
The world is just fucked up in a different type of mentality way, and it's like
I think part of
mind blowing.
I think a lot of these young girls go hood viral, and then everybody's tied into them. But it's weird.
Yeah, like you seen the girl from Delaware who was talking about Duel and all of that after he passed. Yeah, the girl from Delaware that she went viral for a bunch of like thought shit. But she was talking about Duel, saying that they was fucking around and it was really thorough. He was really a cool person and all this, that, and the third shit like that.
But it's funny because in the hood, like, used to be on 17th Street by Cecil B. And it was a little chubby joint. meatball looking joint. You know what I'm saying?
Not a meatball.
Yeah, she pretty in the face, but she was a chubby joint.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, she was one of Meek's slides.
Right.
She would talk about it on the block, but she wasn't trying to go viral.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? And this was years ago. Years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When Meek was probably right after, maybe right around the time he got with Ross.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how people be capping. Like, no, she'll hit Meek in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you coming over tonight?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That type shit. And it seemed normal, so he ain't thinking nothing.
Right.
But, like, everybody got him. Everybody, it's about if they trustworthy and if they want to go viral.
Mm-hmm.
Because your preference is your preference. You gonna have a baddie on the carpet, but if you like a little chubby, you gonna have one on the side.
All right, but we getting off the topic though.
Yeah, let's go.
So, you think these guys gonna make it home? Like,
make it home. The nigga loose cannon. I think. See, it's weird to even try to figure out who's already telling.
Well, they are.
Because if you look
No, the boy they is telling for sure.
Yeah,
because he home already on bail.
Now they saying Brick Baby ain't telling, but Brick Baby just must be the stupidest gangster.
No, they saying
in the
Brick
world.
Baby is telling. I just watched a couple of blogs with Whack on Clubhouse and all of that, and they were saying that he has like 3 or 4 still Jones. Yeah,
the AKK.
Yeah, that happened before this happened, and then he was let out to be able to do more shit.
And then he tied into the Dirk shit.
Yeah, they saying he tied into the Dirk shit as well. They saying he's possibly tied into like 4 indictments, damn near. The what you call it shit, possibly.
But Loose Cannon sitting on no jumper and talking about when they took down the dispensary was crazy.
Crazy. And that's one of the situations that's in the indictment as well.
So how does that work, right? If we rob y'all and we go to the crib to break down and y'all pull up to the crib and then you come to me and say, yo, we just gonna get them 40 grand back. I'm trying to understand what's going on. So is he just is he flexing on niggas like, yeah, it was us, but you can take 40? Like, what is this?
What is this, a dice game?
Like, I don't understand. How does that, like, what is the point of that? And if they saying you's the one that's already telling, are you just running plays just for the fucking transcript?
If they allowing you to do that, they deserve to be robbed. Like,
but now they going to the police and saying the niggas that robbed us was in the nigga living room when we went to go get the 40.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's in the paperwork too.
It's crazy. This shit.
I don't understand what. And then Wack was crumbing him.
Yeah,
Wack said he's shaking people down for $500,000.
Yeah.
He said they in the 70s.
Right.
Bro, I don't understand what was going on. Is this some handicapped gangster shit? And then Nipsey thing is still in question.
That's the big thing. Because
he killed one.
Yeah, they saying he killed the young boy Rayshawn Williams. Yeah. They saying he killed him over a diss song.
Did you hear his sister?
I heard the recording. Yeah.
When she was like,
where they were saying they gonna bring it together, basically.
But when she was like, his homeboy was with him in Vegas. And they came in.
Mm-hmm.
And he called him in the other room. And he came back looking like he just saw a ghost.
Yeah.
And then the same night, or next day,
they said a dude came and took the surveillance shit from the studio and all of that.
I ain't even know that part.
Yeah. They said the guy who was working in the studio, they had to take all of the surveillance footage and shit. He had to give that up to dude. After he left, and they saying that they found the boy his phone tower was turned off.
Yeah, they said
at a certain time, and then it popped back on.
Turn it back on.
Yeah, when he came back to the studio.
Which means this was years ago, because nowadays that don't even matter. You turn it off, they still track you.
The crazy shit is though, what Wack was saying, like, you're not responsible for killing no gangsters, but you're responsible for killing a kid that's 21 that used to play football. Living with you, playing football with your son. He said that's the boy that played for San Diego Chargers. Homie, it was his best friend, but he ain't know that it was some ties to that. So he like, man, your son not even gonna fuck with you no more. That shit deep, bro.
No, it's super deep. And it's really weird because it's like, y'all done did Fed time. Y'all understand how all this shit, like, perfect example, right? ARAB gave a speech when he was like, yo, I always thought that I can say what I want as long as they never caught me around nothing.
Right.
But the feds don't give a fuck.
No, yeah. All they gotta do is get somebody around you that's doing something.
All they gotta get you saying that you're doing something. They don't have to catch you with the dope. You claimed the dope already.
Yep.
and that's enough for them. It's not state.
You get booked for imaginary work. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the thing. So why was these old ass men running around like it's the Wild West when you know? Are y'all not talking to the young niggas that get where y'all go? Where y'all at?
They addicted to the fucking camera, bro. You gotta be.
It's amazing, bro. And then it's 20 of them that have different platforms that's all snitching on each other. Everybody's telling each other a story.
Shit,
It's happening on the East Coast too. Bodyguards and all of that shit is on these platforms talking every day.
Yeah.
Every day is a CC.
I be hating seeing Siegel on some of them interviews, and it be like, damn, I know why he doing this interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It be like,
Yeah, man.
Like when he got on the interview and said Hov was writing for Bleak and shit like that. It's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about that shit now.
And I thought it then.
I ain't think it then. Because I wasn't that tied into Bleak. I just thought he was like.
You gotta realize when Reasonable Doubt came out, I was 14.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else it was like 3 of us that was checking for that shit.
Right.
Everybody else was on some Nas shit, right?
Right.
I've been tapped into Bleak's trajectory. Like, I know that he was a young nigga from the projects that Hov was trying to save.
Right.
I always knew he wrote for Bleak.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 songs was back and forth.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And
so they gotta be in the studio together. They gotta be.
Bro, whole gang right in there. Operation is sweet.
Yeah, that was that shit. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Whole control. He dictated the whole piece of that shit.
And then he told y'all he's gonna be the next Jay-Z.
Yeah.
It was bullshit, but it was like, this my youngin'.
Yeah.
Remember, they say Bleak crashed the tour bus when he was like 14. Like, they was some
anybody
Brooklyn
else would have been the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He went home for 8 days and came back on tour. Why was he driving the tour bus?
Yeah, like, he got too much access.
Yeah, like, I used to know a lot about what was going on back then because I was so dug in. Like, Hov, that was the time when I told people that was my uncle because I was Jay.
You a nut.
No.
Yo, you was a nut ass nigga for that.
You gotta pick up what I put down. I'm Jay.
Yeah.
And I'm smooth, so niggas is hoving me. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it was on the tip like this, right? I never liked hearing from corner boys.
Right.
And this was the first nigga that was talking boss
level shit. Yeah.
At that consistently. Like, even to where everything was, he was working angles like battle rap. Like, if you listen to Reasonable Doubt, you listen to the Evils and you listen to certain songs, it was like, well, this is just a projection.
Right.
He just built the world.
Yeah.
But it come from
the scenarios.
How we roll.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
And you could tell he was in it.
And I'm like,
the detail.
You gotta realize I come from entrepreneurship in my family. Right. That's the thing. Right. So it's like corner boys don't do it.
Right.
And Project Windows don't do it.
Yeah.
I need a motherfucker that affected the community. You see what I'm saying? And I felt like he bought that. And I'm talking about from Reasonable Doubt.
And you resonated with that.
Yeah.
For
Even
sure.
though I didn't understand half of that shit till the 15th time I fucking heard it.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what I mean? But
exactly.
that was intriguing to me. Like, damn, that's what he said.
So if you was 14, you know I was younger. You know what I'm saying?
You was young as shit.
Yeah. So I couldn't. That's why I like Hov, but I wasn't.
You wasn't there
with him like I was with Siegel. You know what I'm saying?
No, you the Siegel era.
Yeah.
But I remember I was in Roman when Siegel came out. And I was about to graduate probably. And it was like, yo, this nigga from South Philly that Hov just signed. And it was the same day as the album came out and he was on the album. It was the weirdest shit in the world. And then it was like, oh shit, they signed Mac.
Right. They signed the fucking gorilla for real. Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's a thing too, right? That don't take nothing away from nothing. But like, you gotta realize, like, bro, I was sitting here like, yo, nobody talks it like this.
Facts.
And if you look back as an adult, nobody was talking like that.
Shout out to Mac, man. That's still my favorite rapper, man, for life.
How you feel about the AI situation?
No, I'm with it. I can't wait for it to come out.
I think that
I'm trying to get a feature just to put that out there. I mean,
get my man, yo, whatever vibes you on, Cash will figure it out. But I think that that's the perfect artist to utilize it. Yeah. Because he has a legit reason.
No, for sure.
And we love the bully.
And he's still that.
Still correct.
So his pen price gonna go crazy.
The thing about Mac is Mac is one of those few people that he retains a lot.
Yeah.
Like his memory is crazy.
Yeah.
So what he's gonna do is actually gonna play off of a lot of things he's already done, and you're gonna have to know Mac to see why he made that song.
Yeah.
Did that make sense?
No, for sure.
As an artist, it's some people that work like
it's
that.
like shit where you pick up where you left off type shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
But it's like, no, now I'm playing it like this. Now I turned it player. Now I made this rocky.
Alright, but again.
Who do you want to see Mac work with on his next project when he get the AI going?
Ooh. I think it's a bucket list thing for him to do something with Scarface.
Mike Knox.
You think so?
I'm saying Mike Knox. He got 8 songs with Scarface.
That's what I'm saying. I know they gonna drop something.
Yeah, it probably. I mean, I'm sure Face is showing
that Mac
up.
and Brad shit.
The project. Explain the Mac and Brad project. Cause how long ago was that?
I don't know what it would be. I mean, like just like that song, them going back and forth and going crazy.
But remember, what was it when the Dynasty came out? They said that Scarface and Beans was working on a Mac and Brad. That was around the Dynasty, right?
That was shit.
Or was that the Black album?
I don't remember exactly. See,
what's the one with everybody? It's Dynasty.
Okay, yeah,
Dynasty. That's the one with the what's the name on it?
Yeah, it's like a compilation, but they names on it and all.
They actually said that it's still an option. I mentioned earlier that people ain't pay attention to how Scarface and Willie D broke up on a podcast. You know that happened?
No, I didn't know that happened.
Well, there was a award show that happened for 50 years of hip hop and all of that shit.
Yeah, I remember.
And Face came out and Willie D wasn't there.
Oh.
And they discussed it on the podcast that they had together at the time.
Right.
And Scarface was like, well, they called me and I went and did a gig. They didn't ask about you. Apparently, Willie D figured out that wasn't true.
Right.
And they ain't been cool since, bro.
Wow.
So we just lost the Ghetto Boys.
Damn. and
nobody know because their hip hop audience don't give a fuck about a podcast.
Right.
So nobody's talking about it. But
right.
Willie D has been going live every day.
Oh shit.
Without Face.
That's crazy.
Ever since that shit. And Face went through health things and all of that. Yeah, kidneys.
That's crazy. That's crazy. One of the most legendary groups in hip hop.
The realest groups in hip hop.
Uh-huh.
I remember it was them and then it was Bun B and Pimp C, like the niggas from out there that niggas over here was like, yo, they them.
Yeah, right.
3-6 Mafia or 8-Ball MJG.
I fuck with 3-6 growing up.
Or 8-Ball MJG. They reached.
They was popping too. Yeah.
It's certain ones.
I ain't never really listened to them though. 8-Ball MJG, but I fuck with 3-6 though for sure.
You know what fucked me up with 3-6? I had a DC roommate and I had a Philly roommate that kind of fucked with a lot of that energy. Mm-hmm. And they used to blast that shit first thing in the morning. Like, how your alarm clock
I think you told me this, yeah.
But one morning I'm listening and the nigga said, I ride through the night. I'm high off that white. And I was like, your favorite rapper snort coke?
Yeah.
Like, that was a little
Most
weird.
of them niggas probably did.
Why? I just told you why I identify with who.
Yeah, right.
Why do you identify with him?
Where the fuck? Is he a fiend?
It's probably Project Pat.
It probably was.
But it was like, yo, nigga, what?
A lot of them niggas was
why
snorting
is that
dope
on a
and heroin.
song?
BG was snorting heroin. All them niggas.
Since
Cash Money
kid.
Boys. Yeah, they was 13, 14 snorting dope.
Yep.
Shit crazy.
But that's why a lot of that shit, I'll be like, I don't want to really like. Because when you got your head, I'm young at this time, right? So I'm on a bus. I'm public transportation. I'm K. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you going to get at the Kato? That's crazy.
That's funny. That's funny. You crazy. But don't do that. Don't do that, Cash.
You did it.
Don't do
that. I ain't going to put it on me.
Don't do that.
Go ahead, bro.
You highlighted it.
Because it was wild.
You highlighted it. But no, I realized at the time, when you got on headphones, you hear shit in music that you don't usually hear.
Right.
Right? Like, you kind of fall into that mode. And when you're in a car, you hear things the way it's supposed to be heard.
Right.
If your car is tuned right. Right? So, I used to be careful about what I put in my headphones.
Right.
Because, yeah, and I'm motivated by the boss nigga. I don't want to slack and fall back to I'm high off that white nigga.
Yeah, because they music way dumbed down than our music.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I can party to it.
Yeah.
But I don't. My headphones is sacred.
Yeah, facts.
Because it's really like, all right, in Islam.
Yeah.
You go into one of their stores or whatever buildings. it sounds like it's music playing in the background, but it's a prayer. It's prayers all day. You know why?
Control your ear gate.
Repetition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's mind control.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to be careful. It's like I'm a marketing motherfucker, but I know that commercials brainwash you. But the difference is I know why.
Right.
I know how. I know what a think group is. Right. I know what research is.
Right.
I know that if we made this Pepsi change to this blue that we now consider Pepsi Blue, that was researched for a reason. I know that if I put commercials on this many times a day, whenever you get thirsty, you'll think of a drink that actually doesn't even quench your thirst.
Just because you keep seeing it.
Yep. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just saying, they brainwash you. Like, I'm telling you the specifics that go into
the shit that
building
they do
the brand
to make
and further it. They already won it. They still doing it.
It's a fact.
How many of these motherfuckers change their labels? They all do it except McDonald's. For real. So no, as far as the indictment, because we going crazy.
Yeah.
We went crazy. But that's why, it's been a while. Cash ain't been here. He ain't even drunk no Kvass yet.
No, I'm not. I ain't been drinking that much lately. It's Vasi in the crib, but I don't be drinking while I'm floating around no more, man. I'm trying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I try to stop smoking while I'm floating too.
Yeah, like
I'm somebody.
I ain't been doing that either.
I'm kind of important now.
I've been on the top and the bottom, no diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey now.
Wake up,
Say
smoke,
now.
go to sleep.
Okay,
smoke,
where you
drink
at?
a little bit.
Okay. I need you on these comments. They going crazy.
Yeah, what were you on though? What was we
But as far as the indictment, we gotta see
indictment.
what's going on. A few people have been released. None of the big names have been released.
I got a battle rap bar about that shit, about that Big U shit.
Nothing's going on.
Yeah.
It's spam.
I got a battle on the 29th versus Blitzkrieg.
Streets is in here.
Oh, you battling Bliss?
Yeah.
I follow Bliss.
Yeah, I can't follow him right now. He got me blocked.
He
do
wanted
nothing.
So
this Drake told him he was battling me, he blocked me. I had to go on Jazz phone like, hold up, let me see. I know this nigga page is Blitzkrieg.
I think he's on Facebook, but it's funny because he one of them people that's like, I met you at some point, but I don't remember where.
Oh, word.
You know how it be?
Yeah.
Like,
Bliss been around though. No, like not to take that from him, but he been around for a long time.
And I ain't got industry friends, but you know what I mean. When it's like, oh no, let's exchange, and then it's like, oh shit, I met 100 people last night.
So
he about to die. I just want everybody to know. But yeah, I got one. I got a bar about the Big U indictment.
That's crazy.
Inside my round already. Go ahead, Kay.
let me get into these comments.
Yes.
Noah said, "Do you have any tips for me for my first battle rap?" Rap battle. Sorry.
So all right. My formula is be direct. If you say something about your opponent that everybody in your circle or in that crowd knows already, something that resonates with something that they know that he does or whatever the case may be, is going to get a reaction. Try to do different formulas of battle rap, scheme, name flip a little bit. Not too much of anything, but just sprinkle everything. Current events. If you know something just happened and you could make a bar out of it that twists that in another, variable or another thing that makes sense with that and the person, usually that creates a reaction. These are just all things that I like, some of my tactics. What I do as far as, when I battle people. Can I give you like what material to use? Nah.
Now, I got a question, because this is the advice I gave. Because he said I got 2 rounds and now I'm stuck, right?
Right.
2 rounds, you probably tried to murder this motherfucker. You probably got all the cool shit, all the fly shit off, and now you like, damn, what I'm gonna do for the third?
Yeah.
I think at that point, sometimes it helps to not take it so serious.
Yeah.
Because you already went hard.
Uh-huh.
So maybe one of your rounds, and it doesn't have to be your 3rd round.
Right.
We still constructing rounds and figuring out
the
order.
Yeah, your order.
But maybe sometimes you take a walk and you see a motherfucker walking a dog, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna walk the dog. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you could just get off that way. Is that a thing?
It definitely could be. But one thing I do that attest to that is sometimes I don't write. Like if I know I'm gonna battle this guy a month ahead of time, I might not start writing until like maybe 3.5 weeks or like 2.5 weeks, just purposely to make everything more relevant. You understand what I'm saying? Versus using the material that's in the universe already a month ahead of time. So I mean, you could go with any one of those, lanes or things to do. and be successful in your first battle. But just try to be clean. Make sure you're prepared. Everything, no mishaps. Be clear. Have a strong delivery.
You know what, yo?
That's all I can say.
If you want to be witty and you're not funny, hit up Kay. She'll tell you her price. She'll give you a
That's hilarious.
I'm just saying.
Yo.
Like, can you imagine a battle rapper working a K angle?
I got people that be wanting to do shit like that for me too, and they be like, "No, you gotta."
But that's
chill.
funny though if it's K.
Yeah. It's a lot of people that want to live vicariously through battle rap. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
But there's somebody, a couple people out here that call K punchline.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it fits, wear it.
She be getting her shit up.
Shout out to YNW Melly 1. He said, "Yo."
Is that the real YNW Melly? Is he home?
Right.
Is he tapping in from the feds, or is he a fan?
Speaking of which, you saw the Yellow Beezy shit?
Yes, I did, sir.
Break it down.
I mean, all I know is they saying that Yellow Beezy paid somebody to kill Mo 3. But the crazy thing is, I didn't know that Mo 3 actually used to rap about
Rocking his folks.
no, and not that rap about also shooting Yellow Beezy on a freeway.
Yeah, the joint with his truck flip.
So I didn't know all of that.
And it's crazy because I remember the interview after he got the highway situation, and they was like, "So you ain't had no strap?"
Right.
And he was like, "It was in the seat."
Right.
But once everything started happening,
Yeah.
now I'm reaching for the joint, trying to find the joint, and the truck start flipping. Like, and just as a nigga that been through shit at a certain point, worst case scenario, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, I didn't even know this was rapper shit. I thought this was somebody trying booking from coming from the strip club or whatever have you. So even that being on it, like, and
but
I guess
the
it's
thing
not
is,
rapper
it's
shit.
not
It's
even
street
real
shit.
rapper shit. It's some
'Cause
super
it's still
street
shit.
Because they
But-
both got wins and losses on each
But
other's
when
side.
he spoke on it, he was super specific about not incriminating anything.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagining that scenario, like having your shit, and in the
Can't get to it.
in the South and in the West and all of that, Midwest, they ride with their shit on the seat.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the seat. Shit start. I couldn't grab it. I'm reaching for it. I got hit a couple times. I got hit in my hand. I got hit in my butt, back, whatever the have you. And the truck start flipping.
I don't want to incriminate myself, but as a Scorpio, my love language is physical touch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, you are stupid.
If you think fast enough, you could grasp what the fuck I'm saying. But that's crazy. But like, people made Mo 3 out to be a victim, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
now,
the whole time I didn't know it was all like that. Now it's like, oh, this why he had a big ass gat as a pendant and all of that. Like, he was living like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the game. What can we say?
But are all of these young rappers just paying people to off people? Like, what's
That's what y'all
going
getting the money
on,
for.
yo?
But no, it's not. I ain't gonna lie. You know what the difference is? The difference is the same way we be popping over here, and it's like crab in the barrel shit. It's like that over there. It's just more space and less supervision from the police. You like in the South and Midwest, it's more open. It's not how our shit is with house, block, business, building. How it's not like that. So the supervision ain't the same, and these guys become something in a neighborhood before they get into rapping, and it only brings more money. And if you only getting money and you want to protect your shit, you getting more money, and you into what you into. Power, it's like all this power. He's different power. Gotti, Dolph, all that shit. Do you hear about that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's an update.
I ain't only thing I heard was a blogger's basically pre saying it, like this is about to happen type shit. Like I heard they try to repo or take back some of his cars or some shit like that.
But you saying that a blogger is saying that they about to come to Gotti?
You think they going about to
for the Dolph shit?
Yeah. It's because they got the young boy in court saying, this money came from CMG for the for the lawyer. From what? From them doing the hit.
Yeah, they been said that.
You know what I'm saying? That's a court audio. Mm-hmm. So it's like where else is they gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit goofy, but hey man, listen, y'all want a power trip? I just want to get some money. I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't got nobody that, you know what I mean, I'm into it all like that with. And to be honest, if I did, it would be let go. You know what I'm saying? Like I went on, when I went on the podcast, I actually never told you about this because we never got into this topic. But when I went on the homie Fat Mike podcast, the Vibes podcast, we got into the jail conversations and we was talking about some shit that happened to me, like that chemical warfare shit. You know what I'm saying? I told that nigga I was going to do the exorcist move to him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But what I got now at this point, you know what I mean? You think I'm going to throw my life away over that nigga, bro, if I see him tomorrow? As long as he ain't trying to down me, I ain't. You know what I mean?
But that's one of my theories.
Some of these guys are just too hell bent on power.
When all you have to live for and to defend is your name, then you willing to do a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, but
when you got other things to protect,
yeah, exactly, then
you prioritize different.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you thinking about your kids,
mm-hmm.
your situation, your whatever have you.
My legacy.
The fact that you've been somewhere before you don't want to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
All of that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, people don't realize that when you fighting for pride in your name and you willing to do anything for it, then it just proves how little you have.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just so glad.
Or how little you respect what you have.
No, for sure.
Sometimes just having life and freedom is enough for some people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's people that's homeless out here by choice and they're not crazy. They think they just nomads.
Some people it's some people that's in jail by choice because they live better in there.
Heard another young boy say it was cold as shit. At one point it was cold as hell and he was happy that he was locked up because it was heat.
Because he ain't fucked up on the streets.
Yep.
Shit crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Like I say, I deal with them, man.
Mm-hmm.
And be crazy because that's the part that's like,
mm-hmm.
that's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wilding out is your expression of whatever the fuck, but that's not your fault.
No, it's not. And what can you do? You know what I'm saying? It's like being a deformity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You're handicapped.
Yeah.
You're handicapped.
Yeah.
You're handicapped.
And we all come from somewhat of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm blessed that I had a balance and my household was straight.
Mm-hmm.
But my family is no different than anybody else's family.
Right.
And I love them like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a ratchet side and a bougie side.
Facts.
But that's why I am how I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can talk that shit, kick it, but at the same time, I ain't really got the patience for so much dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly. Me neither.
Like, I'm not built. I'm not built.
We got more comments, Kay?
No, it's a bunch of spamming, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's March Madness stream on NCAAMTV.com. I don't know what the heck that is, but they keep sending all these basketball emojis, which, okay, cool.
Shout out to y'all. Kay.
Yes.
Cash hasn't been here in a while.
Yes.
And you missed the cash.
I did miss the cash.
Oh, I miss you guys too. Is that what this is? Y'all want to have a group hug on live?
No.
Let's get emotional.
Not at all.
It's like, no, I'm fucking with you.
What did you want to say, Sam?
What did you want to say to the cash since he's back?
What do you mean?
I mean,
you said it. I missed you. I'm glad you're back. We missed your energy.
Thank you.
I just feel like when it's only Sam and I, you know, we're missing a zhuzh.
What's a zhuzh?
Yeah,
like a
a spark, a firecracker, a little.
That was some Melissa Ford shit.
Y'all like the L in the weed without the lighter? Is that what y'all saying?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
That was
all right,
crazy.
I'm a rapper.
That was crazy.
That wasn't accurate at all. Not at all.
I'm playing, man. Damn.
Not at all. I mean, I know how to use matches.
Oh my God.
We were like a sandwich that was missing a condiment. Like,
ooh, that's bad. If that's mayo, that's horrible.
I wasn't calling you mayo.
It was just saying.
The fact that you said mayo.
No, see, now y'all using different shit on me. I'm not even being a rapper now. I was just saying, like, if you guys see it,
how are we supposed to know when you thinking and when you ain't? You just said mayo.
No, like, okay.
Y'all
so
crazy.
if you have a hot dog, and it has ketchup, but you're missing the mustard, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
You still gonna eat the fucking?
You're
hot
still
dog?
gonna eat the hot dog
for sure. It's still gonna be fulfilling.
But you wish you had that mustard.
No, that's cool.
I feel like it's more like having mustard versus having spicy mustard.
You like spicy mustard?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I do.
Yeah.
I don't like yellow mustard.
You know what's crazy? I've
Yellow mustard is good for cooking with.
I've worked
Yeah,
I've worked in the kitchen before, so I like a lot of different kind of mustards.
Oh, okay.
Because if you make your lunch every day or whatever have you, or you make snack for everybody in the kitchen, you just utilize different shit.
I just do honey and spicy. That's it. I don't do no other ones.
I got a few.
Oh, I'm a Dijon girl.
Oh, okay.
My cheese and my mustard list is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with different cheeses.
Yeah.
Not probably as much as you, but I fuck with some different ones.
We used to have some shit in there. We used to call it cheesesteak cheese.
But I can't eat the cheese just straight though. Like I ain't really into that.
See, my dad always did that. Like my dad would walk to the fridge, get a couple slices of cheese, eat them.
No, I could do that. But you know that block cheese that people eat off of boards and shit?
And my dad and my
I ain't
sister
into
do
all
that. I can't do that.
Yeah, that's too much.
My family does that.
Yeah.
We do cheese boards.
It's a diverse thing. They eat like cheese, lunch meat, grapes,
Yeah.
all that shit together.
My dad.
That's a lot of my lunches.
My dad used to watch. My dad used to watch football and just
Dead up.
eat cheese and either chips or crackers and just watch football. But off the block, like, and I used to just be like, I don't want that.
Okay, with the layers, we all missed each other, man. I'm glad to be back on Sippin' with Sammy live show. Missed you guys too, man, for sure.
I ain't miss nobody.
Oh my god.
Fuck you too, then.
I told you, he's just a mean person.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's cool. He just wants to be the mean one.
Yeah,
You
like
It's cool, like.
You my nigga. Like, you the
he
devil,
can't
man.
even just
You
give
gotta
me one.
no, you gotta slander and then you give up the love after you slander.
Well, I gotta make sure.
No, you don't.
This
No,
guy
listen,
crazy.
man. This nigga just tried to tell us we ain't had no mayo.
I said if
I gotta
I ain't even
listen. I gotta keep expectations in perspective.
I'm glad that of the show, Cash is the mayo and not me.
yo.
I'm all right with
telling
this.
you, choosing mayo as a black man was crazy.
I'm just saying I love mayo, bro.
I would
On
have
a
spicy
sandwich.
mustard and shit.
No, on a sandwich, bro.
Dijon, you
Like,
know what I'm saying?
like, come on, bro. I'm just saying, like, if you a kid, like, before you get to all your fancy different condiments that you went to, if you got lunch meat, cheese, the bread, and you ain't got no mayo, that's still a wake sandwich.
But
like,
if it's the summertime, you don't want no mayo.
nah,
Because you're going to be
I
a
ain't
camp
bull.
with your stomach curved.
I ain't bull. I can't do it without the mayo, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it's light, I can't eat it without.
No, light mayo works.
Yeah.
But you got to graduate to mustard.
Nah, I fuck with.
Mustard!
I fuck with Wilson's. You know what Wilson's is?
That's a mustard brand?
No, it's a deli that makes
Store?
hoagies.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Broad Island.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, I've been doing mayo and honey mustard, but honey mustard is mayo. So, but I've been doing like light mayo and honey mustard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But honey mustard is mayo. I've made it before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can make all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
that
base
shit
and
made from
then
solid
ingredients and shit like that.
Damn. Chair said, fuck
Yeah,
you.
the chair got, you know what I mean?
Okay, what's your, how do you order your hoagies?
How do I order my hoagies?
Yeah, what's your order?
Okay. It depends on my mood.
Because hoagies are Philly specific. We don't have some.
It is.
It really depends on my mood, but my like go-to hoagie has always been a ham and cheese hoagie with like a Cooper Sharper or an American cheese. Lettuce, onions, pickles, light mayo, spicy whole grain mustard if possible.
Wow, yeah, this is
That's
a
what I'm
diverse
saying.
sandwich.
Mustards get crazy.
Mustard.
Maybe some banana peppers, maybe a tomato or two, but not covered in tomatoes. I don't want it all tomatoed.
Yeah, I fuck with tomatoes heavy.
But see how crazy this is? Like,
That's my ideal hoagie.
She's not even from Philly. She's from PA, but she's been living in Philly forever.
Mm-hmm.
But we be so specific in
Right.
our shit. Like,
My joint is honey turkey, everything no hots, mayo, honey mustard. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Not too crazy. Everything no hots. I fuck with the sweet peppers.
oregano, oil.
Nah,
Y'all ain't say none
no
of that.
oregano, no
Don't
oil.
fuck with none of that.
I ain't fucking with that. That's not healthy for me. Oil.
If I'm getting a ham and cheese, I don't. If I'm getting an Italian, I do.
I don't do oil. That's not good for me.
I do.
I'm already eating bread. Oh yeah, I do a wheat roll.
I like a little oil.
I do a wheat roll on a scoop tip too.
Now the wheat rolls are fire.
Yeah.
There was a time when the wheat rolls was like weak. Now they fire.
Yeah. And I scoop the roll, so I'm not eating that much bread.
I'm a roll scooper. I do it with cheesesteak sometimes too.
And it makes the sandwich better because it's not so much to soak it into. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't. But you don't need that oil either. But you can stand it. I can't.
I mean, you don't need that mayo. God, what are you talking about?
I was saying, but you eat mustard. That's mayo. It's still mayo.
Wait.
It's a base. The base is mustard. Is mayo.
Not if you get like a whole grain mustard that doesn't have any mayo.
Okay. All right. Now you got the organic mustard. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's not organic.
It's just not the honey mustard that you get in like industrial sizes.
Yeah, I get it.
Meet Rakai and Talil.
Oh, y'all got plants.
Yeah.
That's cool. Y'all really need babies, right? But it's cool.
They fly, right?
We
both just started.
Y'all humanize the dog, now the plants. Cool.
We both just started new jobs that are very demanding.
No, that's fire. So it's parallel to that. It's another job. It's a plant that's connected to the job. Yeah, that's fire. We
upgraded our plants.
I gotta see. Now I'm the villain. You was just saying fuck us and all of that though. Now, cause I mean one little joke. It's like, no, you ain't doing it. Nah, I get it, bro. It's fire. So what part is the vase? The vase is inside. What is that part?
What this?
That's decoration. Yeah.
It hold the water.
Oh, okay.
It's a globe. It holds the water.
So what the names are again? Say it again.
Rakai and Talil.
Rakaya and Talil. Rakai.
Talil.
So Rakai is a girl.
They're both streamers.
They're both guys.
So Rakai is a girl. Oh, all right. So that's a guy.
Guys. They be with Casanat now.
Oh, and Talil.
Yeah.
Is Talil Muslim?
I don't think Talil. But Talil, the funny thing about Talil, his last name is James. He thinks he's LeBron's son.
Diversity in
but
plants.
he actually met Bryce. And he has a connection to Brian.
Oh, okay.
But it's funny because he really runs around telling everybody he's Brian's son, like he's not close to his dad. It's weird.
Yo, you funny.
It's weird.
No, I like that for y'all though. Got some plants.
Fuck out of here.
Added responsibilities.
Fuck out of here.
What? How am I?
Added responsibilities. That's
It
hilarious.
is. It's a plant.
As if we're not grown.
You have to grow it. You gotta grow it more though, right?
I ain't gonna lie. The hours we keep, and let's keep it real. I don't see her for a week at a time.
For real?
Yeah. We don't see each other.
Sheesh.
A week at a time.
Damn.
You talk about 20 words a week.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. No, that's real because look, when Coda was first born, for a couple of months, Zani had 3 to 11, like maybe like 6 months into the time she was born, and then she switched her schedule to overnight. So from then it was just like, okay, like I go to work, I come home, pick up my daughter from her mom, and I go home, and it's like, yeah, like she would go in at like 10 or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. It'd just be like, fuck. So you know what I'm saying?
She's in by 7:30. She's out around 4:30.
Yeah, that's
crazy. I go to work at 2.
Right.
And I might work overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I come in, I'm coming in at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And she like, you mind driving me to the L?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm beat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We still at 20 words.
But you gotta do it.
No, I'm gonna do it because the other option is not as, we already discussed it.
Yeah, right.
But like, no, that's where we at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, nigga, a plant is the perfect thing to maintain.
Nah, right? For sure. That's dope. Y'all got, listen, bro.
Okay, am I tripping?
Nah, I'm talking shit. I talk shit. But y'all have a very fruitful situation, and I respect it as artists and as speakers and all of the hats that you guys wear, to be able to find a world where y'all can do it together cohesively is fire, bro.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
you know how many people can't do no coexistent shit with their partners? Like, but some people are really like that.
That's why the time apart now hasn't really been that bad because we were side by side the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like at some point we got to just go do our thing, and we know that.
Right.
You know
but
what I
y'all
mean?
still
But
connected. Everything is still connected. It's just
we've been shoulder to shoulder for the last 6 years.
right.
Right, Kev?
Yeah, almost 7.
That's fire.
Oh shit! I knew it. I knew I was gonna say 6 and it was gonna be 7.
I'm gonna get in trouble off air.
Nah, I'm good. But no, it's an adjustment.
Shout out to us, man. We all doing better in different things. You know what I'm saying? I just battled Dre. You know what I mean, a month ago or two, and that shit is almost at 7K.
But
Shit, got more shit going on for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? I'm in a more lucrative position where I can fund more stuff and do more things I want to do. So
yeah, I want to get new merch.
yeah, me too.
I got a new design in mind.
That's fire.
Yeah, I want to do some fly shit. I got 2 new designs in mind actually.
Shout out to that.
And they're both completely opposite of each other. Like
Mm-hmm.
one is more traditional and one is like I want a wrestling looking joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna invest in that because I still got a bunch of the original tees, this and all of that. But I wanna do some new cool shit.
You know something I'm trying to market?
And I gotta get some more glasses. So
Towels and car mats. Like the mats that be under your feet. You know they sell personalized ones. I'm fucking with those, and I'm fucking with the towels at the events. Because when you at an event, you're going to need a towel. Like at a battle, most of the times, sometimes the weather control is bad, or the climate control in the building, the air, or whatever, and people be sweaty and needing that shit. Rapping, even if they're not rapping, they just standing there for a while.
So you gonna sell them a towel?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna tell you everything else that, you know what I mean, come with it off on air anyway.
When I was the weed man, I had the water and the Dutchess too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie.
We gonna talk. But yeah, that's some shit I wanna do.
Alright, well do it then, nigga.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay, anything you got going on coming up you excited about?
No. I enjoy the fact that now my job does not include planning events. And that I'm closing my business. So it's been great. I get to focus on just one job.
That's good.
Instead of 6.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Nah, that's fire. Nah, but no comments to go through, right? We good?
We're good.
Talked about the indictment at a comfortable level because I don't want to talk about that shit for so much.
Yeah.
Kay ran away. You
did.
saw that, right?
She did.
She disappeared on it. She said, "You got it."
Rest in peace, George Foreman, man.
Rest in peace, George Foreman.
Legacy, man, crazy. First one to give us a grill from our folks and all that. You know what I'm saying? The little super, you know what I mean, the marketing thing with the grill and all that.
I mean, Foreman, Muhammad Ali, like Foreman, like this nigga's a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
The first person we knew to name all his kids George.
He did?
Yeah.
Damn.
He got like 7 Georges, and I think the dog is named George.
That's crazy.
Yo, I ain't know that.
Yeah, they like
That's fire.
1, 2, 3.
Everybody got part of me in the years. You know what I mean? That's what that means.
I mean,
basically.
The irony is you had a job where you got punched in the head all the time, but you named everybody the same name.
Now you going to slander the man. He just died. You
I'm
ain't
just
shit.
saying, like when you really,
bro, no, that
when
means
you really think
I told
about
you
it.
he's mean sometimes.
yo, no, that means that you all are different pieces of your father. That's what we gonna say that means. We not gonna say the nigga got punched too many times. He named everybody George. Fuck it. Is they the same age? What the fuck? Is they quadruplets?
Well, no, but they was stair steps.
Yeah.
You know how it go. Hood twins.
I think he purposely and directly named him George. I don't
some
think
king
he's-
shit.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go
I
with
gotta
the king
go
shit.
with that. Come
We'll
on,
go with
man.
that. We'll go with that.
We gonna have one of them Georges come looking for your ass.
Right.
Yo, what the fuck you say about my pop? I ain't fighting with you that time. Fuck that.
Right?
I'm about to make my appointment right now to make
Like
sure.
4 George Foreman Juniors was after us. No, nigga, I'm throwing it or we out. Get in the car, Sammy. This nigga's big as shit. Yo, real shit. You imagine? I ain't fucking with it at all.
What are you talking about?
You funny as hell.
I almost said something I didn't want to say on live.
I'm just saying.
I had to bleep it out.
4 Georges.
Oh man.
4 Georges.
Okay, that was crazy, right? Because you know what I'm talking about.
What?
I told you.
All right. I think it's time.
I got permission to let it rip now, baby.
Oh yeah. You ain't tell me that.
Oh, all right.
Congrats. Yeah, somebody else just told me that. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit.
Yeah, we outside.
Yeah.
So, Kay, what were you saying?
I think it's time to end the show.
Good show, y'all. Had a ball with y'all. Kay, how you want to wrap it?
I thought we was going to go through more topics.
What else you got?
I don't got nothing offhand. Like on the top of my head.
All right, then we good. We about to watch basketball because it is March Madness.
Right.
It sure is.
It's March Madness, baby. You welcome to chill.
That's cool.
Yeah, make sure that you tune into the Sippin' with Sammy channel on YouTube.
Get
if
the
you are
notifications.
following us on any other channel, YouTube is where we release the majority of our content, so go find us there.
Mm-hmm.
As always, we'll have plenty of content dropping throughout the week, mostly shorts at this point because I'm still adjusting and this is my busy season at work. So, you know, we'll do what we can.
As far as that, please turn on the notifications, subscribe for sure, because we're randomly going to be going live for a while. We don't really know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, we schedule what's schedulable, but we don't have the Monday situation that we usually have.
Mm-hmm.
So, we appreciate everybody that tapped in and keeping up with us, but we're going to keep feeding y'all content as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Cash.
Oh, man, you already know, man. I'm right here. I'm rocking with y'all. You already know. Whatever y'all got going on, I'm a part of that. And then, you know, you can catch me on the 29th, Gates of the Garden. I got Blitzkrieg. April 19th, I got Verbal Warzone versus OG Capri. And then May 24th, I'm in Harlem versus Pep on Bar Bullies.
My birthday, May 26th. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm outside as usual. C-Cash, the album is still out. Net Worth is out. I'm about to drop a video or two for C-Cash. My next project is on the way. I got a crazy single called Beware 2025 coming. Sammy is actually on my new projects too. You know what I'm saying? How You Live. Yeah, that's going to be a good joint.
I ain't know that.
A lot of people fucking with that joint.
That's news to me, and I appreciate y'all if y'all fucking with it. I called you a couple weeks ago. I had somebody through here.
Yeah, Diggs.
Speak to that.
Man, that nigga know he ain't fucking beat me, man. Fuck is wrong with him? Hey, Diggs, you know you my man. I fucks with you. You know what I mean?
He fucks with you.
Yeah, for sure. We got to get in the studio.
He fucks
We got to get in the studio. But I fuck with his energy, man. He ain't back down at all when we went, you know, head to head or whatever in the battle. And, you know, he had some good shit with him. You know what I'm saying? He had some bars with him. You know what I mean? After I watched that shit. Like, that was one of my favorite battles, to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
When I go back and watch my shit. So, definitely go check that out if you ain't see it. And, yeah, man.
And you understand?
Don't be saying that shit no more, because we do it again, nigga. Fuck you talking about.
That.
But no, we about to do some song. We gonna do some music though. Me, him. Shout out to Chuck 50 from over Delaware. Yep. I fucks with him. I fuck with CTF Zoo from over there. Yep. But yeah, I'm supposed to try to get. I want to battle fucking Chuck 50 too. Mm-hmm. Like niggas just focusing on their glow up and trying to, you know what I mean, make it make sense everywhere possible. And I understand
niggas
that.
Glowing up.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Okay.
Dude just he just was on the Tay-Rock card. Chuck 50 was, and I just had to battle with Dre. You know what I'm saying? And I got some shit. I'm probably working on something bigger for like around like September.
You don't have no plugs to Easy shit?
Bro, no disrespect to Easy, right? Or the Trenches. But I'm not trying out, bro. I got 27 battles.
And
bro.
that's how they run it.
That's how they running it. And then if you pay attention, Easy cards have the hottest. I'm not saying this in any way to disrespect nobody, but he got the hottest niggas. That's at a certain spot. If you understand what I'm saying,
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? The first couple battles is niggas that's on my level, or if I might be over their level, I could say that into my own horn. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel. As far as the tiers go, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But then it's like it's just around there under what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Now he's about to battle Swamp. Swamp is a name, is a buzzing name right now. But Swamp isn't a veteran at the same time, correct?
Depends.
I wouldn't call Swamp a veteran.
Borderline veteran.
I mean, he's a legitimate name for sure.
He was built during the COVID era for sure, but that's 5 years ago.
He's still like up, like still on his rise though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you pay attention to the cards. It's like when you add that money up and shit, like you can see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, you're not having the best names ever on your cards. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm not like no shade unless like I was trying to find a way to get on the trenches through like another battler. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm not doing no tryout shit. I'm not like, and I'm not trying to toot my horn, but I'm not like going against my level or my status to appease another platform. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. If they gonna fuck with me, they gonna fuck with me. If they not, they not.
And on that note, we out. This is Sippin' with Sammy. I am Mr. Fly Shit, only the one and only Sippin' with Sammy. Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammy, you ain't sippin' right. Please get your fucking life.
Thanks, Sammy.
Damn, Sammy, you done fucked up.
Fucking yuppie transplant. Move the fuck out. Get out of our fucking city. You ain't even fucking born here. Tired of you motherfuckers.